welcome in. We are back for another episode of Master Nyarlathotep. Hi.
Hoi hoi.
So we're back. We are all going to go insane or die or a combination of both. But you're here to watch us and to be entertained by our glorious deaths. In the background we have Syrinscape, because Syrinscape does epic music. Check them out at syrinscape.com. They are not a sponsor, but they do amazing stuff for your role-playing game, and they add so much for the atmosphere of your games, both online or live around a table, if you are able to do around the table stuff, which is kind of spooky these days. We also have our maps for this campaign is done by LoveMaps Cthulhu, who have had a look at the actual maps for the Call of Cthulhu campaigns and redeveloped them in a way which is absolutely recognizable as the original maps, but they just work for your virtual tabletops. And the intro music for our intro movie and for our alternate version of intro movie, you'll see after the break, which is spooky, was done by Lorian Ross, one of our cast members and musicians, and I love the music. It's awesome. My Goblin loves the original music. He just doesn't like the second version because it's spooky. I think that's about it, apart from the fact that you can donate to the channel. It helps our players, helps us regain sanity or luck, and things like that. Is there anything else that I miss, MLP?
Using the X card system, and we also use consent forms.
Yep, forgot about that part, yes.
Yep. We always have to say that because as much as I love making these people go crazy, you have to make sure that the actual players are looked after.
Yep. So
we do appreciate it.
Yeah. As a reinforcement of the X card system that we use, because we do have a new person here today, it's always good to revisit that when we do have a new person. For the X card system, if you are ever uncomfortable with a scene, or if you just don't like where it's about to head, you can just always say X card, and we will just move the scene away from where it's going, and we'll just fade to black and then just move on and pick up somewhere else. It's a great way to not be pressured into things which seems like can happen in especially a live environment like we have here, or even around your table where you don't want to be put into a situation which can happen through peer pressure in role-playing situations. So if you ever just want to say, if you're ever uncomfortable, just say X card. You have that right, and we'll just move the scene, and it's done. So just wanted to put that forward. That's how we run it here. And we've got consent forms where we've got a whole big list of people's, the limits of where we are, essentially. And I think that's about it for that. So shall we do introductions?
Yep.
Okay. Caitlin?
No, I'm just kidding. That's my pre-death yell. I hope you enjoyed that. I'm Kat, or the owner, proprietor, and maybe funeral arranger for CestCaitlin. We play today Aveline Baker, your nurse, here to hopefully keep your insides where they belong. Inside. But you never know. It's kind of a risky business we're into.
Okay. Hi, my name is Karsh the Goblin. I've kind of done that one, but I'm playing Sergeant Jack Hunt, the yeah, I'll just put it straight. He's the idiot of the group. Like, he's just the idiot, but at least I'm having fun, and that's what it's about. We're going to get to Egypt. We're going to find the pyramids. We're so close. We're in the darkest jungles of Peru. We are so close to the Egyptian pyramids. Eon.
Hi, I'm Eon, and I'm going to be playing Sidney Tyson, who is our archaeologist, acquirer of items possessed by an eldritch god, and potentially going to betray the whole party through no actions of her own, so this is going to be very entertaining and interesting.
What am I?
To tell Jackson that still. So that's going to be a very fun conversation.
Did I just miss something? When I was
Jack doesn't get to know that, because Sidney does not want to get shot in the back of the head. Or just be double-barreled because Jack's in a non-trusting mood.
I think I just missed something in the pre-show when I went off to. They're speaking behind my back.
Yes, they are.
Frequently.
A little bit.
Actually, it's not even behind your back. We're just excluding you. We're making it very clear that we're not talking to you.
Where's the love? Oh.
We love
Technically-
Karsh a lot.
Technically, you were asleep for one of them. So, I mean, we weren't going to wake you. That would be rude.
Yeah, we love Karsh. That's a different issue.
But Jack is a different creature.
Well, speaking of different creatures, Eguy.
Hi, I'm Eric, or Eguy, and I'll be taking over the role of Jackson Elieies from our lovely keeper. So I'll be joining the crew in Peru on our way to the pyramids of Egypt, right, Jack?
Yes, exactly. Because that's where pyramids are, in Egypt. Everybody knows that.
Sure.
Have we not died so far?
Because of big guns and lots of them.
Which you fired once. It's
Well-
not been big guns. It's been everybody else.
It's not my fault that you can't pick up a punt gun.
Just to remind the new guy, do we have a mounted machine gun in one of the trucks?
No,
Yes.
we don't. We have a hand-carried machine gun, I thought, that has 25 shots and no one who knows how to operate it.
It was 40 shots. Nothing's actually been said of what the actual gun is, just the machine gun. So I see that as open to interpretation. So if needed, if you do need a mounted machine gun, say a Gatling gun, then I'm going to say that's what it is, if that's needed at the time.
Well, how many Caliceri can I throw at you guys?
I mean, if you throw much more than you have, this is going to be a very short prologue.
Under 40, preferably, because there's only 40 shots apparently. But that's my interpretation of that. But again, yes, no one can actually use the machine gun at all. No one has the skill for it, because it does a specific skill. But the punt gun is a rifle. Well, a shotgun.
Yeah, and we were trying to get it for you, and then Larkin attacked us.
Do you think Larkin attacked you because he didn't want to let you have the punt gun?
Yes.
Yeah.
I have a feeling it definitely played into the motivations of it.
It might have a little bit. Like, just a tad.
I can just imagine Jack Karsh's character trying to carry a punt gun through the forest.
So I have
I mean, that's
Sherpas.
half of why Sidney was going to get it for him.
Sherpas. That you'd mount on a truck.
Oh, you mount a Sherpa on a truck?
No, you mount the punt gun on the truck, but you need the Sherpas to carry it.
So you have
But
Sherpas
We're
to carry
not
the
going
truck?
to. But,
Yes, because trucks are very heavy.
but why are you going to have a Sherpa?
I was going that direction too.
Mount
I was
Everest.
going that direction too, but you got there first. Anyway, MLP.
Hello, I'm MrLiveProducer. I'll be playing your keeper for this evening and trying to ride the fine line of trying not to make them go insane, but not kill the characters in the prologue, because that's always fun. With that being said, we've got a couple of people here with death wishes.
Yep.
And it's not my fault that I keep playing up to those death wishes, i.e.
I
giving
mean-
them elder god things, cursed crystal balls.
No
I
one
think there's
saw
only one
that.
member of the party who has a death wish, to be fair. And that is entirely the keeper's fault.
That's
Well,
right.
yeah, I was gonna ask. None of the other party members saw Sydney's,
Nope.
Well,
or did
Kat knows about
Aveline-
it. Aveline knows about it.
Aveline does know a bit about her sticky wicket that she's found herself in, and does promise to do the utmost to end her in the most humane way possible if needed.
Oh.
It's a
Oh, that
different
reminds
kind
me.
of mercy.
Sydney would have given you one other thing to help with that, as she would have given you a needle full of
Lot of-
Larkin's addictive substance,
Yes.
Sedatives.
No,
because she still has that.
Yes.
Yes.
Anyway,
No,
if-
yes.
As everyone is trying to put off the horrors of the next episode,
We really are.
I'm
you
not.
are.
I'm ready for it. Come on.
All right, well,
Bring it on.
My costume arrives today.
Just don't forget, you can help out the party by every 1 gold or per 100 bits donation you do gives a nominated person D6 luck. Every subscription that you make gives the whole party a choice between D6 luck or D6 sanity. Every gift subscription gives that choice of D6 luck, D6 sanity, or 1 experience tick. And that's how we've been running. That's how we're going to do the show. We've been banking a lot of sanity. We've been banking a lot of luck, some of us.
Yes.
And restoring some of the sanity that we've lost as well.
Yep.
Hit
I'm
points
ready
is
to die, guys.
who cares about. It's all about luck and sanity.
Hit points, Schmidt points. I need sanity.
I mean, I've been putting in skills. I don't know about the rest of you.
Oh,
I picked up 1 or 2 skills. But
you expect to survive?
Nope. But luck and sanity is not helping me with that anyway. I'm failing the rolls no matter how high the numbers are.
That's
Yeah,
because you're
those
unwilling to
rolls have been
spend the
nightmare-y.
luck.
I don't have the luck to spend. I don't have 50 points of luck.
I do.
Yeah. Are you going to drop
Okay.
it all in one roll?
Yeah, I've done it before. You've seen that before.
Yes, he has done it before. All right.
Awesome.
Anyway, let's wrap up the intro, and so I can actually make these people go crazy. Excellent. So, recap. As we last left our investigators, they were traveling through the highlands of Peru to the ruins therein. With some conversations within the party discussing past horrors and future plans, an apparition of Larkin appears, and through the quick actions of Alejandro, they avoid running into Larkin. The ghost form of Larkin, but that's beside the point. On the bad side, the truck with Alejandro ends up running into a tree, but this provides to be both a blessing and a curse, with Alejandro taking a fair bit of damage, but also running across some farmers whose son was another victim of a Karasiri attack. Having calmed down the father and checked on the son's wounds, Sidney was attacked by a Karasiri larva, and with a very extremely lucky shot, the larva was not only destroyed, but exploded with a well-placed panicked shot. As Aveline Baker is done healing the farmer's son, they make camp for the night after getting information from the farmer about the ruins. With Sidney Tyson on watch, they look into the crystal ball that Mentodos gave them and are swept into the dreamlands to have a conversation with Larkin, who warns them about meddling with the crystal and gives them a token, a flat stone with a spiral that resembles the spiral on Larkin, and the name Hypnos.
Ooh.
And now we wake up after the watch, and you'll gain 1 hit point if you need it.
I think I do actually. I took a knock to the noggin when we did the car, so now I'm back at full.
Yeah, same.
Yep, cool.
Yeah.
Sydney is just making sure all her magazines are loaded.
She's got Times, Us Weekly.
Yes. Look, she has to stay up in current events. She needs to know who she's going to rob next.
It's so true.
The most important thing is how the hell you get a newspaper out this far out in the You know what? I'm not gonna go there.
Airdrop.
She passed him from Lima.
Yeah.
After the war, they still have the British have very good postal service in Egypt because they still have the plane
They
drops,
do.
and yeah, that's how they've done.
I mean, the plane drops are fine, but she likes the carrier pigeon that dropped it off better.
Okay, I'll pay that one.
You're welcome, MLP.
Catch that pigeon. All right, so the third day is up. Alejandro is. Oh, actually, I need to do Alejandro's thing as well because Alejandro
He's now dead.
Phoenix is not here today. We wish him
He
the
died
best.
in his sleep due to head trauma, internal bleeding.
I mean, we did have the nurse keeping a pretty close eye on him, so...
Yes.
We'll come over every now and then, just be like, he's breathing, he's fine.
Yeah, he's
He'll-
recovering.
Yeah.
Holds a mirror
Yeah.
up in front of his face. Yep, still good.
Basically, yeah. Like
As we're-
occasionally, like peels back the eye, and it's like, it's dilating close enough. Like, Could be better, but I think some more rest will do him fine.
And maybe a little less painkillers.
Definitely a little less painkillers, and like takes the hooch bottle away from him.
I think it's more than hooch.
Alejandro just does this old grabby hands thing, trying to get it back to him.
It's like taking candy from a baby or taking medicine from a baby.
It's true.
So much fun.
Is today the day? Today's the day, right? Today we're getting to the pyramid.
Potentially.
I love that.
But the farmer, Aveline.
It depends on the route which we wish to go. There's the direct path that it might take a little bit of clearing.
Which is going to be ambush.
More likely for an ambush, but we'll take you like everything we have, even the cars, straight through to the pyramid itself. While there is this kind of goat trail back this way that you can navigate a bit more, that's less likely to get hit, but it is going to take a bit longer of time to get there.
And there's the issue of if you want to get out of there quickly, in case of, say, locals not liking us, or
the cultists.
Locals, yes. Then we might not, we won't be able to have the vehicles for that. So, which bad plan do you want to go with?
Well, we might as well go with the vehicles. If nothing else, it can at least run over some of the vampires. Plus, then we can load up the gold and leave with it whenever we're done, right? Make sure you get paid.
Were we here to loot, were we?
Well, we're here...
Wait. No, we were here to recover...
But
Jack, did you pay attention to any of how you were getting paid?
Hey, Nursey arranged everything.
But you've been told since you arrived that there's treasure in the pyramids. We're recovering it. You get basically a finder's fee and a portion of the gold. We just have to leave the gold in the walls alone? Do you not remember any of that?
No.
I don't even know I'm surprised anymore.
Well,
but
I feel like maybe the bigger issue at the moment is, I don't know, welding the seal back into place. I feel like maybe that might take priority before looting. I don't...
Absolutely.
Can we do both?
I mean, well, we'll probably want to deal with the welding first, because hopefully that means we don't have fat vampires attacking us as we take their treasure.
You think they're going to be annoyed if we do the welding?
Most likely. But they'll probably be more annoyed if we show up, take some of the things that that are theirs, and then come back and do the welding later.
So, but it sounds like we want to take the trucks.
Maybe. That is Sidney's suggestion. What is everyone else's thought? We'll probably be sneakier without them.
We'll be sneaky without them, but we won't be able to get out of there if we're chased.
So that's 2 for taking the truck.
I mean, I have no issues taking the trucks up. We just need to make sure that we have a good, our heads on a swivel, so to speak. It would be, like I said, very, very easy. It's definitely set up for some type of ambush.
Well, the other part that I will say, though, is that it might be better to take the goat trail. Something I hadn't thought about is how our drivers are going to handle the Calasiri.
That is true.
So and honestly, if we start attempting to fix this ward, I don't think we'll have the option to run away. I think this will be kind of a last stand situation.
Like, as in the war last stand. Like, if we listen to any of the British generals. Like that type of go over the top and for Britain and all that BS.
Would the trucks provide any tactical advantage? I'm looking at the veterans.
They're loud. They can move probably faster, but they're blockaded. We were told they blockaded the road, so we're going to be a sitting duck in the
Or you need to get out of the trucks to keep moving on.
yeah. So
we'll have to get out of the trucks anyways.
most likely, unless we clear the road, which we're going to be a sitting duck, and that's perfect for the ambush. So at least we'll know where the ambush is, most likely.
Can I get people to roll me a spot hidden, please?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
It's a catch-22. We're less likely to be got if we take the back trail.
Jackson is just so torn up.
Jackson got a critical failure.
Jackson.
Wow, I'm not nosy for once. Okay.
That's listen, not spot hidden.
Oh, that's true. It's true. I am better at listening.
Jackson is just faced with the reality after being like an author for decades. Finally, the cultists are real, and he is just beside himself.
No, he
I
already
mean, the
knew
cultists have always been real.
It's just
It's the monsters that have been fake.
Yeah, what they worship, what the cultists worship, he's realizing this is real.
Yeah. All right. Jack, you see about 800, about a kilometer away, you see these two little heads bobbing, walking towards where you are trying to go at the moment. Through some nice, high, tall grass on the valley for about a K away.
Heads up,
100 meters.
locals in front, like up the head. Should we go faster and mow them down, or maybe they're innocents, we need to speak to them?
We can't just assume that anybody here is a vampire.
Well, Sidney?
No, we don't.
That's my secret. It's all vampires until proven otherwise. I feel like that keeps you alive more likely than dead.
I mean, in all honesty, I would only test with a known method, and I have one, but I don't want to. We have one, but it's not good to wave it around. But in all honesty, do you want to talk to them, Jack?
Well, it might be nice to have Alejandro at least in a position to cover
Tatiana
us.
speaks up from the back of the truck. Says, I'll stay, I can't do a Russian accent today. I'll stay and look after Alejandro. You'll see what they are.
Doesn't sound promising.
I mean, I do speak a little bit of Spanish.
Oh, you've been the main translator. Don't worry. You've been the main translator for Sidney, so.
As I keep on saying, if they can't speak your language, then you speak slower and louder so they can understand better. That's how it works.
I nod and I said,
That's why I'm offering to let Jack speak to them first. Especially if they are the Kalasiri, he's the one best equipped to deal with it.
Wait, no, wait. Sidney, why are you being nice to me all of a sudden?
Because I'm expecting to die in a day, and I figure I might as well try and get some good karma.
What do you mean by good karma?
Do you understand the concept of karma?
Well, no, maybe. Explain to me like I'm a child.
If you do good things happen to you. If you do bad things happen to you.
Like Sunday school.
In the loosest sense, sure. Like a punt gun is no different than an artillery cannon.
Well, to foul, but...
So, if I am going to be seeing the end of my life, then I might as well try and leave on a good note.
You're going to get me now
a decision because they're right there. Like we're next to them now. Jack, go say something to them.
I don't want to. You go do it.
Okay.
You go speak to them, and if things go bad, I'll shoot them. Maybe.
Sidney is now looking very intrigued. Like, yes, absolutely.
I look left and right, and I go, "Hola!" and I call out to the.
They're quite a distance away, about a kilometer. So it's about half a mile away.
I mean, we can start walking to them. That's what Sidney was wondering if that's what we're doing.
I thought they were. I thought they were closer.
No, they are quite far.
They're quite far. Unless
I'll probably wait for them to get closer.
No, they're way in front.
They're walking away from us.
Oh, they're not. They're walking.
Not doing that.
They're walking towards the temple. We're
going
in this. We're going to be going in the same direction as them. They're just like a kilometer away, and
So, do we want to sneak up on them?
I'm always willing to try and hide and say hello. Stealth hellos, goodbyes are very fun.
Hey, but I mean, if they're walking away, shouldn't we just let them go? Like, it seems, why find more devils in the shadow, if you know what I mean?
Because when we don't want them to be there, that's when the devil jumps out. When we're at our weakest, that's when they try to pull you in.
I mean, I'm more of if they are, for lack of a better term, civilians, then them going towards, and Sidney is starting to like slowly walk towards them in hopes the rest of the group follows, since that's what we're sort of doing. If the civilians, we don't want them to probably become more Kalasiri. If they are Kalasiri, there's only 2. But it is entirely up to you. We could also just start driving and hope that we beat them there.
And we could always warn them not to go that way.
That's kind of the point, if they are civilians.
We know that if we drive off anyway, the place is blockaded, the road's blockaded, and we're going to be slowed down by that. So,
well then, should we just get in the trucks and someone can yell out the window?
Let's get in the trucks and
back to
yell
the
all out the window if you like.
Yeah, just run by them. It'll be fine. It's fine.
Just pull up on them. Just real sneaky like.
By the way, are these at all armored trucks, or are they just kind of like covered in tarps?
Covered in tarps.
I'm assuming tarp trucks. Yeah, no, this is fine. Let's just top our way by, say hello, maybe just, I don't know, stab them a little bit to see if their face goes weird, and then just...
It looks like you're going to the same place we're going. Do you need a ride?
Why on earth would you offer a potential vampire as close quarter space to you?
It is polite.
Hey, you know what? That's fair. Would you like to season yourself a little bit first and just make yourself a really tasty meal? I'm sure we have some condiments in the back. You could just, like, shake them all over yourself.
Wouldn't they want, like, something, like, a bit more meatier and, like, well, less flavors on the outside, but more flavors on the inside? Wouldn't it take, like, months of eating really fatty foods to get the supplies for them?
I mean, you could probably chug some really strong liquor and they taste it in you. That'll get in your bloodstream really quick.
The nurse has gotten in the car. Just like we can debate all we want about it. One way or another, we have to go somewhere and do something.
Sidney will get into. I'm not sure if she get in the car with the nurse or not. That's the only thing for it.
It's a tough choice every day. And it just pats the seat beside me. Do you want to sit beside me or not?
Jack, which vehicle do you want to get into?
I'll go with Jackson.
All right. Then Sidney will hop in with Aveline. So Jackson still doesn't know about the other thing. That's going to be fun.
What thing?
No worries.
You don't know about it.
Oh.
All right. So as the trucks start to power up and slowly drive across the field towards the 2 people that Jack saw, as you get closer, you get to see what they are. One is, again, like it looks like a what's the best way to describe it? I have to say this. A Spanish person dressed in light, breathy clothing, and as you get closer, you also see a young lady from a Spanish lady, member from Spanish. Sorry,
Peruvian?
Peruvian, that's the name. Sorry. I had brain fart for a second there.
Hmm.
Peruvian.
It's always the
person?
worst when you're the GM because it's like, I have
Yeah.
to talk. Oh
I
no.
have to talk now. Oh no. I
Um,
have to use my brain pan.
Train my shotgun on them, just like not really like obviously, just in case, like just to
Like behind the tarp in the back.
yeah, something like that.
And I'm kind of like, you just give me the signal to call out to them?
Yep. Could I
Well-
get Karsh and Jackson to roll me a spot hidden, please?
That's when there's more out here.
I'm
You
so
have my
worried.
luck.
I'm so worried about Jack having a loaded shotgun right behind me. So I'm like looking at him and like,
Yeah, it's a
Jack,
rational
your gun's
fear.
out of its holster.
Well, when does ever cease?
Karsh, we love you as a player. Jack has earned this. Jack has worked hard to earn this.
I don't have a crying emote.
Why did I just
Okay,
hear
so you
that
don't see that. You pull up next to those two, and the truck's information. Well, the one that Jackson and Jack are in slows down to a crawl, while the rest park a little bit further onwards, unless the driver's been told to follow. And Jackson, you doing the talking?
mm-hmm.
All right. You wind the window down and you do a drive-by conversation with the two people.
What is it? Morning time? Good morning. And this is in Spanish.
Yes.
The best I can do. Where are you walking towards?
The two look at each other and just point.
Do they point at the temple?
They point in a direction, the same direction you're currently traveling in.
We're going to an excavation down the road. Do you happen to be going to like the ruins down the? We don't know of anything
At
else.
the
going-
mention of ruins, they look at each other and look at you.
Psychology, please, if I'm allowed to roll.
Yeah, you're allowed to roll. You're in the thing. Okay, what's the problem? Okay, psychology. What am I gonna give you for that one? That's a
That's
success.
essentially spot motive.
Yeah.
Insight.
Insight, yes.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think what I'm going to give you for it. It's success on hard success.
If you want, I can spend luck to get a hard success.
If you want to spend luck to get hard success, yes, you can.
What do I
My
need to
job
get
is
from
make you spend the
45
luck.
to what?
That would be 17 luck.
17 luck will do.
Okay. At the mention of a temple, they're looking at you, and you see in their faces they don't recognize you, but at the mention of the temple, they think you might be on their. They're on their side.
But Jack's the one that notices. Jackson's kind of still like he's out of his element. We were hired by a couple gentlemen, and we've lost contact with them. Could we? Are you going the same direction? Augustus Larkin is our employer.
Great. Well, there goes half the plans I had planned for today. At the mention of Larkin, they smile.
What does their smile look like? Is it toothy? Tomatey?
Jack's still checking them out from the back.
Ah!
I mean, we literally can't
could-
see until they transform. They are completely human.
The people in the other trucks could roll a spot hidden. You have to do a.
Better
if-
spot.
If
I have binoculars.
Sidney rolls, it'll be norm with disadvantage. If Aveline rolls, it'll be an extreme. So I meant you have to. If If Eon rolls, it has to be a high success. If Aveline rolls, it's been extreme success.
Just regular. I see people, so I mean that's pretty
You
great.
see people, you see chats. You don't see any major argument. A fly flies inside. A bug flies right at Sidney's face as they're trying to see, and then they get hit by a random bug.
As is typical.
As is, this is the way. Okay, so you don't see anything. But at the mention of Larkin's name, you just say Larkin and Mendoza, or just Larkin?
There's this. I didn't know him as well, but there was a gentleman by De Mendoza.
Okay.
From the back, Spanish.
Yes, this is all in Spanish. You can't.
Yes.
A Spanish person. A Spanish man.
Oh.
No,
Oh boy.
Mm-hmm. No, in Spanish, the old elder of the two says, your exhibition party.
Yes.
Yeah. We're going to Pyramid later, but we have to do errand first. So, if you keep driving along this road, take left turn, and then keep driving, and then you'll see main gate. You have to leave trucks behind, and then the pyramid should be there. We should be there in a few hours' time, unfortunately.
They're bad guys.
Can I roll psychology to see?
They're bad guys.
Yeah.
I roll psychology to check the vibes.
I roll psychology to see if in the heat of the moment, does Jackson?
Yeah. Jackson gets it.
Okay. We'll just head down this way. And I kind of point in the direction down this, and then towards the left. We just head down that way. And I turn towards my driver. Does that sound good? But when I'm turning towards the driver, I look at Jack and make eye contact with Jack in the back. Does that sound good?
Yeah, I'm firing. I'm firing.
Wait, what? No.
I think they're bad guys.
Watch this be the first time that it's just people.
Yeah, probably.
Like this is when you decide.
Yeah, probably.
You know what?
fire.
Roll a luck roll.
Me roll luck. 50-50 now. That's what I just spent.
Yeah.
Buddy.
I thought you got down to a hard success. I thought that would have been 17 luck points you had to spend.
No, yeah, as in, I would have had higher than that.
Yeah.
You
would have
fair
succeeded.
enough.
Yeah, I was at 67, which that would have succeeded.
Yep.
Yeah.
Isn't that always the way?
Yeah.
You ready your shot. You're in the front of the car. Are you in the front or in the back?
In the back, but essentially right at the front of the back,
right
behind the cabin.
Yeah.
Essentially looking out a little slit
Yeah.
and watching it all happen. With
Like the
gun
barrel of the
ready,
shotgun behind my head.
prepared,
Get your gun
aimed.
ready.
It's all aimed. That was the whole thing. I was there.
You
trained
pull
on
the
them.
trigger and dry fires. You forgot to cock it.
Yes. Get wrecked.
Jackson did not expect Jack to shoot.
And now everyone just heard a dry fire gun.
Well, which is just a click.
It's just a click.
Yeah.
It's just a click. The people might not even heard it.
All right. I'll use number 3 and 4.
Jeez, it's not even my bad rolls this time. This is
I
great.
know.
I was prepared. I was even trained on them. I was aiming on them, essentially.
Yeah.
always check to make sure you're loaded. Come on, Jack, you were a soldier.
They actually don't have a listen check.
What?
And
That
it's
seems-
As
So just-
baddies, they did not have listen.
They don't have
So we
ears.
just-
So
So
that
I
would
would think it's just a 10 is
yeah,
the raw
so it'd be
listen.
default
Yeah.
10. Yeah.
all right,
Listen is 20, sorry,
all right.
for default.
They did
Okay,
not
so
hear.
this will be the first one, the elder of the gentleman. Oh,
I
the
hope
elder
it's like
of
a
the two.
0. It's a 0-0. Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
43.
And the younger of the two. Here's nothing.
It's all the rock and roll music, like the
Blown out their
Yeah.
eardrums.
yeah.
Okay, they don't hear anything, they don't move, and they turn around and start walking away a little bit more. Oh, and with that psychology check, Jackson realizes they are Karasiri.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to shoot again before I get out of close
Are
range.
you going to check your gun and cock
Yes. Yes.
it? Alright, cool. Alright, they are...
Does Jackson have time to do anything?
Jackson has enough time to reach in and pull out his weapon.
Ooh.
Well, Jackson would just be like, excuse me, and kind of just loudly say, "Oh, you're going to the same camp we're going to, Larkins? Yeah?" And I'm like staring down the other truck. Hey guys,
Yep.
you think these guys are with us? They're going to the same temple, same exit.
Can I roll a listen check? It'll probably have to be a hard
rolls.
success. I'm good with
No,
that.
it will be normal because Jackson is doing it loud. He's like,
Sure.
hey! These
Hey,
two-
we're going with this.
Can I also narratively add, and you just accidentally hit the horn next to you?
We heard
Dang it!
I
I
heard-
wanted to fail that. Can I save
heard the
that one for
clicking.
later?
I heard the gun click and the car in front, and I hear this, and I'm like,
Apparently I did too.
You're
You
in
and I
the
just
car
both look at each
behind
other,
us.
click.
yeah, we're in the car behind you guys. Like,
So you see Jack
Yeah.
like go for the shot from the
Yeah, I'm like, I think negotiations have broken down.
and I turn.
We sent Jack to negotiate. I'm surprised they started. Though I honestly expected him to shoot second.
Should we get out and help them, or just kind of let them do their thing? I don't know.
Let's see how what Jackson does first. Jack's a big boy. He can handle himself.
I was gonna say, I'm not sure if they heard them. So I'm going to the two folks. I'm not sure if the rest of the party heard you. Do you mind going and giving them directions too?
That's why I was like, I'm sure he's pretty much, he has a fast talker, that man. I'm sure he could get himself out of the situation if the cause arise.
And with that, Jack was about to shoot again, wasn't he?
Aim and then shoot again. Yeah.
Okay, you take a moment while all this conversation is going on. You do your aim. All right, roll me an attack, please.
Have they started walking over?
With,
Yeah, they're walking over to the other truck. So you're gonna shoot them in the back. You evil, horrible man.
that's doable if that need be. So in the back, if need be, aimed close range. I think it's still going to be close range if they're going
It's
past
still
me to go to
close
the back.
range if they're going
It's close
past.
range,
yeah.
but not point blank.
Well,
Point blank is 1/5 of your dexterity score, so.
Oh, so that's it's within because it's just only the behind the length of the
Yep.
truck.
Yep. So, and if you took the time to aim, you would in theory get extra bonus dice, but it's really kind of a moot if it was actually I'm waiting and holding my breath and doing bang, careful lineup shot, or just I'm waiting till they come around the corner, bang. So that's MLP's choice, if that's an aimed shot or not.
It's an aim shot for tonight.
so that's 2 bonus
Alright.
dice.
Do bonus dice.
So let's do the roll. We need those bonus dice.
Yes,
Absolutely, you do.
Okay, that's still not a pass. That's a pass, fine.
There we go.
Do you want to spend 5 and make it a hard success? 5 luck?
It's not going to change much, is it?
Actually, it's a shotgun.
It doesn't do anything from a hard to success to a light
Hard
success.
doesn't do anything unless they try and dodge,
Yeah.
basically.
And if they and it was narratively stated, it's in the back.
Mm-hmm.
So
I'm just thinking shotgun has spread, has range.
no, it doesn't. Solid slug. It says there's
Oh, slug.
12 gauge
Oh.
slug.
It's not a pellet. Oh,
No, it's slug.
buckshot.
Yeah.
We should get some.
That's
So
also why you get the
that's
range.
15 damage.
All right, let me just figure out. I said that. So I need to bring up the 2 Karsh.
Yeah. So I have solid slug specifically because of range and collateral damage.
Okay.
Which one do you shoot? Left or right?
Oh, it's the big guy. The old guy.
Okay. Yep. So
The elder.
The elder.
You shoot the old man first. How dastardly. Wicked, wicked.
And
Do our
with that-
drive? Sorry.
Oh no, the drive you pulled up. The driver had stopped because you were talking. The driver hasn't seen anything. Or he can't see anything at the back yet.
I mean, did anybody tell our drivers we're dealing with Kalasiri?
That
Or do the drivers just know that... Are the drivers just witnessing Jack open fire on a random pedestrian?
Did you
and
hide
about
the
to
body?
witness Jackson do the same.
Did you hide the body the previous night and hide everything from the drivers?
Yes, he did.
Yes, I did, and Alejandro went. Yeah.
So I don't think the drivers know much about what's going on.
Nope.
Whoop.
And
Either
Jack
way.
just opened fired without communicating. Have fun.
But with that, the elder of the 2 drops down dead, and the back of the head. The front of the head is the back of the head is fine. You just see it's all shot, but the front of the head is just gone exploded on you. And the lady is traveling next to the old man, to the man, looks at you, eyes opened in astonishment, and then the lamprey mouth just comes out. Jackson, were you holding the shot?
Yeah.
All right, roll me an attack.
Absolutely. I
Now,
shoot.
Now remember, you can do multi-shot with your weapon. You got up to 3.
But,
This is
But you
point
get a
blank.
penalty die each time.
Yes.
but am I
Also, keep...
okay? My dexterity is 65. Is this close range?
This is close range.
Yeah.
So technically, would the bonus and penalty even out?
Since you're
on the
close range,
fir-
you'll get I think 1 bonus for this one.
So what it is you get per shot. So the first shot is +1. Second shot is neutral. Third shot is -1 still. Because normally the third shot would be with 2 penalty dice. So
Okay, so I only get close range on the first shot of multi-shot.
you only get a bonus, but you negate
Yeah.
one of the penalties per shot. Normally it would be
Got
roll
it.
1 die, roll with 1 penalty, roll with 2 penalty.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
cool.
bonus first, neutral second, penalty third.
Penalty, perfect. So I go
As you
Bam.
lean out the window.
lean out. No.
Like-
I'm now like kind of seated on the window and like shooting. So that one is. I'm doing this with the bonus because I already know that's a success. I can't decide, right?
Yep.
Okay, so that's with the bonus. That is 1. Oh, you need 2 clicks. Okay, and then this is a neutral, and then this is with a penalty. That's a.
That's still
That's
3 successes.
all 3 success.
Three
Wow.
All 3
shots.
successes. Jackson Elieies,
So,
cold-hearted.
It didn't. Did you do it in the combat tab or just in the
Oh.
skill tab?
I did it in skill tab. Oh crap.
Okay,
That's all right.
it is just 1d10 plus 2 if you want to roll that 3 times.
All right. Oh yes, I will. First shot, 8. Second, 6. And another 8.
Ooh.
16, 20. And that one had 15. So, yep. Again, 3 cold-hearted shots. One in the forehead, one in the chest, and one straight down the mouth, down through the lamprey mouth.
Oof.
Does the lamprey mouth stay after the creature goes down?
Yes, it will.
Good. So now you have evidence to give to our drivers. That you're not
Now,
cold-blooded murderers.
through experience, you understand that you don't have much time.
Nope.
What's the other truck doing?
If once Aveline's heard the shot, she'll go, it seems like it's escalated, and will pop out with the machete, like drawing the machete, so that she can
Is
start.
Alejandro conscious in this car?
It depends what you want him to do.
Talk to the drivers and explain Kalasiri, since that seems to be the magic word to make sure they don't abandon us.
Fair enough. Okay. Alejandro wakens up from the gunshots, wakes him up from his recovery position. And he wakes up, takes a quick moment to have a look at everything, and just yells in Spanish to the driver, "Caraceri." And instead of running away, the driver actually speeds up,
Oh,
driving towards those 2 people.
oh, he's gonna mow him down. Can I? I would love to be able just to stick my machete out the window
Just
and just see if we can. Yeah, 100%.
Drive by.
Just pull up style.
Are you
I don't know if-
communicating this to the driver?
I could certainly try, but I don't speak Spanish.
He speaks English.
Way
Oh,
to
he
go.
speaks English?
Yeah, he speaks English.
there's a
little-
sword.
You just see
You have
me
the sword.
I stick the sword out the window, and I'm like, a little to the left, darling.
The driver moves a little bit to the left.
Yep.
Now Karasiri don't dodge. They can't dodge because they're currently at disadvantage, i.e/dead. Roll me a luck check, please.
This is either gonna be the most, just like the dopest thing
Or
has
the
ever
worst.
happened, or just the most terrible.
Because
I'm excited.
you can't spend luck on luck rolls.
No, you can't.
Nope. Nice.
And through some, I was gonna say Nyarlathotep take the wheel, but
Yep.
And-
That would only be if Sidney's driving.
I was going to say, as the car drives a bit to the left, because the driver realizes, wait, if I run over these people, I'm going to run into the other car. So he pulls over to the left, and then as you push the knife outside the canvas truck canister,
Covering?
and
Yeah.
what was that?
Yeah, covering.
covering.
Yeah.
Yeah, the canvas covering. The knife comes out, pushes enough, and it slices the head off. And in slow motion, whoever sees it, just this flying Karasiri head, lamprey mouth, gunshots, and then as the car screeches to a halt, it just pulls over, and then the driver yells out to the other driver in the other car and says, "Caraceri."
All right.
Am I going to roll for them?
I pull the sword back in, and I see that it's covered in ink, and I go, I think I got him.
I would assume, based on the projectile, that yes, you did. You might want to go stick the ward in the other one. I'll get some supplies for a fire.
Mask
and
up. We got the vampy things.
Has Jackson killed anyone before today?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
he's-
Not
Yeah, he's
today.
killed,
Okay,
he's killed
alright,
a
alright.
couple.
All right.
All
So,
right,
so
I'm rolling.
like,
I'm rolling 2d100s. I have to succeed a 50 check to see if the drivers stay with you.
Ooh.
1, 2.
Ooh.
The drivers look at each other, look at you, look at the
Fair
bodies, and then just run.
Yeah.
If they tried to
leave the
drive
trucks?
off, well, then we would have had issues.
No, they look at each other, look at that, nod to each other, and then they just bolt out the doors. You assume they're not getting paid enough for this shit.
I mean, neither are we.
I don't think we're still getting paid.
Well,
We
somebody
are,
shot
don't
our
worry.
boss.
We killed the boss.
Okay.
At this point, is Aveline going out of the truck with the ward?
Yeah. And then the one that I haven't beheaded, I am going to just kind of
Also,
plant.
with that hard six. Oh, actually, no. With the young of the two was the one that was fed off that, so that wouldn't have the lava. So we've got one lava to deal with. Okay.
The one that had basically I haven't beheaded. I'm going to take out the ward and I'm going to shove it into basically what is the mouth hole of the other Calasiri and basically just hold it down while it sizzles. And I go, if anyone would like to deal with this, that would be excellent.
Sidney sees the drivers are moving away and is looking for a hatchet in the back of the truck to go get some firewood.
Can I see if we have? Did we bring any torches? Like any kindling, any like a lighter of any sort?
You have.
Oh, we have lighters and stuff like that.
You
it's
also
just bodies
have
are hard
a
to burn.
flare. You also have flares. I put. Alejandro at this point reaches into his pocket, pulls out a road flare, runs towards the other one, jams a road flare inside of the guy and lights it.
Okay.
Love that.
Keeps fire contained. Because if you look around, there's actually grass and other stuff. You're in the middle of a dry field, pretty much. You're still on the path, but you can actually keep the flames contained if you use the road flare. Use the flares.
Sydney's just hacking some green wood and gathering some dead wood, and then she'll probably look for some small rocks to help contain. If somebody wants to get a shovel, it might be good to have a little bit of a pit so we don't burn down the field.
I just mask up and just be careful of if they've got any more witchy grubs in there.
Do we have the time? As I'm taking a shovel, and start digging, do we really have the time for this? Can we just set them on fire with some petroleum jelly?
You have petroleum
jelly? I'm
jelly?
not wasting that yet.
Okay.
I'm not using that yet.
Diesel?
I will be keeping an eye on both the bodies and trying to periodically burn just kind of
Team.
To make sure that they're not getting back up. Just so I'm keeping an eye on them while.
How close together are the bodies?
Pretty close together.
Yeah.
Sydney would, as soon as she comes with the first load of wood, would drag the bodies so that Aveline can just rest the bar basically on both of them at the same time because the bar is roughly long enough. She could.
Oh yeah, just lengthwise. Oh, that'd be so much
Yes.
easier. This is please. Yes, because it's really...
Keep that machete handy, darling. Sometimes they still get up. And then she goes back for the next load of wood. Jack, if you wouldn't mind helping start cutting off the limbs, just so that Aveline does not have to stand in the fire. Or you can gather wood and I'll cut off the limbs. Your choice.
Team, just a gentle reminder that we shot off a few guns. And so all the help is that we can get.
I can drive the truck. Can anybody else?
I can try.
A fundamental understanding of how trucks work, but not necessarily.
Alejandro will take the other car.
I can drive.
Oh, thank God.
I can drive.
I'm more
Yeah.
of a driven, not drove, if you know what I mean.
We can fit in one car now.
Yeah, you could.
Well, we could, but the advantage of the 2 cars is more supplies and potentially a decoy.
Breakdowns,
Yes.
trees.
But, Jack, firewood, or limbs? Your
I'm
choice.
going firewood.
All right, Sydney.
I'm not hacking the limbs.
Sydney's gonna try this. She's gonna pull out the weird glowy knife that she made last night, the glowing machete, to start hacking the limbs and see if it does anything different.
So using your knife that you made, the glowy one.
Well, it's the only real blade she has right now that's capable of dismembering.
All right. As you notice that as you do the slice, there's not much resistance,
Oh, good.
and it's actually just sliding a lot easier than you normally would expect. And as you slide the knife, it also you smell a small bit of burning, and you can actually think it's got more of a. It cauterizes the wound as you cut, so no blood comes out, but it's burning the flesh as it goes through.
Right? But cool.
Handy. Sydney does not have time to focus on that, and she's like filing that away for future and going, "Cool, something else to talk about whenever I go to get my soul or the demon exorcised out of me." But for now, pieces.
All right. For the sake of expediency, you both take your time, you cut the bodies up, and you throw it into a shallow pit, burning the bodies. And
Does everybody but Sydney need to make con checks for the smell of burning fat? Of burning rancid fat?
Oh, I'm not.
no,
close.
because you're not in. I would assume that you understand that the smell of burning fat will make you do con checks. So you drop a flare
Sydney's
in there,
probably the only
and
one
you
close.
stay on the other side of it, and the wind just blows the smoke the other way.
Sure.
So no con checks. So don't. Okay, but this means you spent
I
time
was-
to deal with this stuff, so you get to the temple at night. So I need to change the map. Okay, done.
Yep. And Sydney goes, "Well, it is rather time-consuming to deal with these things. I really wish there was a better way. Maybe we should try it future if we do get attacked again before the temple. See if we could just tie the bundles up. You know, like we should have bought burlap sacks.
Should have bought dynamite. I asked for it.
And that would have done what exactly?
It's pretty hard to come back from something when all that's left is mush.
Jack, we burned everything but the head, and it still was talking. I don't think
pretty
dynamite would have
empirical
solved
evidence.
this problem.
Still think there's a natural explanation for it. We just don't understand the science.
I don't
behind it
care
yet.
about why it happens. I'm saying I don't think dynamite fixes the problem here. And I don't get to say that often, because dynamite solves most problems if you use it correctly.
It's great for tree stumps.
Do we
And locked
have
doors.
dynamite?
No.
No.
We specifically did not get it because we did not want to burn or do a whole bunch of damage, and the golden ward is made of gold, which is very soft, and explosions might mean that, hey, we don't have to worry about fixing the temple.
Let's be honest, you just didn't get it because you didn't trust me.
No, I didn't get it because I promised Alejandro I wouldn't.
Okay.
It's true. We did say we would leave most of Peru still intact, and I can't say that we could keep that promise if we had loaded down with dynamite.
I mean, in all honesty, I was just more going, I know Alejandro would have shot me if I got the dynamite. You wouldn't shoot me if I didn't. It was an easy choice.
I'm still hoping we don't burn down most of Peru.
I'm past the point of hoping. I'm just hoping that we at least maybe don't have fat vampires in the future.
Well, we've dealt with this. I guess we just have to
Okay.
carry on.
Yes. Alejandro, do you want to take the first truck? I'll drive the second.
Alejandro looks at the truck, makes a quick note, and gets in the driver's seat and fires it up.
Sidney, you'll hop into the second one, and
Okay. All right.
whoever's coming, hop into whichever vehicle you want.
I'll pop into your truck.
I'll go to the front one.
Yeah, I'll be in the same one that I was in.
Okay.
Okay, so Jack and Jackson's in the second truck.
So, while the bodies were burning, Sidney would do one thing, just check ammo count before we go in, since we don't know when we're going to bump into these things. I didn't fire any shots. Anybody who needs to reload, do so. How's everybody on bullets?
I could use a few more.
How many? Sidney will hand you a box of 100 shots.
Nice.
Look, I have 400 rounds of ammo.
And I just want to say, I do believe that Mr. Jackson Elieies is currently destitute. He has 0 money.
As a
No,
writer
no.
should be.
He's really
Yeah, that
thanking
sounds right.
That's a manual one you have to input.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was about to be like, no, for an artist, that sounds right.
To be fair,
As an-
Jackson is a successful international artist. He's just, he's moderate. He's comfortable. He's not
Better
well.
rating
He
of
spends
40
his
is
money
alright.
getting ready for the next book.
Yeah.
Um,
Like a true,
I
like a
spent
true
all my
artist.
money getting to here. This
Yeah.
current. Yeah.
I mean, there's a reason Sidney took Larkin's wallet.
Nice.
because she's a thief.
That too.
I mean,
There's
No,
two
but-
reasons she took the role.
Okay.
I load up
else you want to-
my bandolier and refresh everything. I've only got
Anything-
one pistol now, but I've got multiple
Well-
mags for it.
Roll me a spot hidden check for the car you're driving, please. What car you're in?
Maybe there's a hidden pistol in the gun compartment.
Yeah, I'm spending
You wanna
5
spend
luck on
5 luck?
that.
Yep. You see another 45.
Yeah, keep it in the
Right,
glove compartment.
No, who's driving your truck again? Is it
Alejandro.
Yeah.
Alejandro? Alejandro adjusts his seat, moves it back, and you see under the driver's seat the handle of a 45 gun.
Nice.
I'd pull down and start field stripping and making sure it's feasible and it's not going to jam on me.
It's a serviceable weapon. It's not the best weapon. You would assume that it's been there just for the driver's safety if they run into something they can't deal with by running away. But, well, the drivers are gone now, so it's up for grabs. So you can add yourself a 45 gun onto your inventory.
Yay, I got a second gun.
Would Sidney be able to take a look around? Because which car has the machine gun in it?
The one that you're in.
Oh. Before leaving then, she would go and hand it to Jack. Yeah, you said you could use this.
Yes, I did say I could. But thanks, okay.
And Sidney would like to just double check if there's anything else, like... just quickly, like, if the driver's left anything, make sure that it's like, hey,
Yep, if you want to do a quick spot hidden, please. You see another 45, you see a couple of road rations.
Nice.
The basic stuff that you would find in a car that's
Sidney-
normally used to go out.
Yeah, Sidney will definitely put the road rations in, and she'll look at Aveline and go, I don't necessarily need a fourth. Would you want to hold on to in case? It's sometimes good to have a ranged option.
I can hold on to it, but I can't say that I'm a dab hand when it comes to a gun. But I mean, I can.
How about
keep it
you
on my person.
hand it to Jack and actually... How about you... Sidney is going to take the gun that she used to kill Larkin.
No!
Replace the 45 that was in the truck with what she found and say, why don't you give Jack a, why don't you say that we found an extra in the car, so we want to make sure that you replaced it. You might already have one, but...
What's an insight check?
That's the psychology.
She's not doing it subtly.
Yeah, one second. Let me get into psychology.
She's not doing it
quick.
She's not doing this subtly, just so you know. Like, there's...
Oh, good. Well,
you didn't even need the psychology check to know that's the one that killed Larkin.
Luckily, she wears gloves. She says, you know what? I'll just hold on to this one and just, with her gloved hands, put it into...
You can feel free to throw that one away if it jams.
Yeah, don't worry. It'll probably find its way to the bottom of a ravine somewhere. And we'll put it into her
Just make sure that you fired all the
bag.
bullets in it first.
I'll certainly try. The bullets will leave. It's hitting the target that's hard.
I mean, I don't really care if you fire them into the ground at that point. It just, if you're going to throw it away, at least give me the magazine if there's still bullets in it.
Oh, yes, of course.
I'm in the middle of the jungle. I can't exactly mail order more.
Are you sure that pigeon was real good at dropping off those magazines?
I mean, the pigeon might be, but I can't send off. I don't have a telegram machine either.
Fair enough.
Okay, as the sun sets, the 2 cars left in the convoy travels along the main road towards the ruins, and as you get closer, it starts to become more covered in brush until the sun sets, and you have to leave the trucks to continue on further. The Alejandro and Tatiana stays in the truck to keep an eye on them. So it's just Sidney, Aveline, Jackson, and Mr. Hunt. Leaves the trucks. Alejandro and Tatiana Alejandro says, we stay to look after the trucks.
Alejandro still has a concussion, and I'm not sure if we should have been letting him drive.
I mean, it was... Does anybody else have experience with these trucks? Because Alejandro and Sidney both do.
It's better to let Alejandro drive than it is to let me drive. I've taken lessons once.
And if Alejandro is there staying with the trucks, I'm pretty sure he can defend the trucks.
So can Tatiana.
Tatiana might end up burning the trucks down.
Tatiana walks out with 2 bottles of vodka.
Do they have straws
Do either of them have
coming out
rags
the
in them?
top or rags in them? Which one?
One's got a rag, one's got a straw.
Okay.
Okay.
So this is sharing.
Sidney would go to Alejandro's liquor stash just to make sure that she has a couple of Molotovs at the very least. So, how many would you say is reasonable for her to grab? And she'd probably look at everybody else and go, well, if we're going in, we might as well be at least somewhat prepared for the worst.
What are we expecting to find here?
Several hundred vampires?
Several hundred?
So did you say 100?
I don't know. There was supposed to be 12, and, well, I think we ran into more than that on the island. So, I don't know how many there are, but we have heard reports that there's been problems all across Peru, and likely they know we're coming here. Initially it was to free their Lord and Master, now it's probably to kill us and prevent us from sealing their Lord and Master, or tempt us into breaking the Golden Ward, whichever you prefer. I'm assuming hundreds. I'm hoping like 5. I'm hoping none, if I'm completely honest, but...
You seem to know awfully a lot about these creatures.
I think she's
in all fairness, this is the player remembering things that have been talked about in our group. This is me keeping good notes and having a good memory. Jackson knows most of this too.
Yeah.
And being part of playing Jack, I'm taking 0 notes.
Yeah. So this is more Eon is... My memory is a weird sieve. You ask me somebody's name, I'm gonna forget it in a heartbeat. You ask me this random event that happened in our games 4 months ago, I'll probably remember it.
But either way, if there's
this is
hundreds, what are we
information
going
Jackson
to
would
do?
have.
Yeah, if there's hundreds, what are we doing?
I mean, I doubt there's hundreds. I mean, if there were hundreds, that's unsustainable for the local population. I mean,
Wouldn't others? No.
Exactly. There would be like, literally, just from like an animal like predator standpoint, there would be a decimation of just people within the surrounding area. I wouldn't say hundreds, a solid dozen or two, likely.
And I don't know how many. I'm just going that fire is a good crowd control.
Yeah.
Fire is a good crowd control.
Aveline, I think the last time when we were back in London and we went to the zoo, I think you spent too much time speaking to the zookeepers about how like animal population and things like that, and it sounds a bit weird.
I mean, it's very fascinating. I mean, people are just larger animals if you think about it, but I digress.
But that being said, I do think that all of us having some fire would be helpful. I'm hoping we don't have to fight at all. I'm hoping that I have the welding kit. We find where we need to put this, and we hopefully weld it in place and leave and go home. Maybe richer.
Fingers crossed.
Masks on. Just in case those little grubby things try to jump into your mouths.
Mine's more like a bandana, just like across the face.
But yeah, we all have masks to help prevent the larva from getting in our mouths. Sydney would like hers to also like cover her ears and her nose a little bit.
Yeah, I was gonna say like
if it's bandana style,
or like through the eye. Oh.
No, mine's
we haven't thought that far ahead.
Purely aesthetics, and it's got like a little lavender on the inside because of the smell of the burning flesh. That's really where Aveline's at right now.
I mean, the main thing is Sydney can't get goggles.
Hey, like this could potentially go through our eyes and stuff like that. So just all right.
But I thought it'd just be the mouth that's the important part. Now you're saying your eyes.
They can if they get into your body, try not to get ripped open either, because they can just crawl in through a hole.
Ew.
Yeah,
yes.
not ideal.
As you get closer, you'll start to notice that the lands around you actually start to become a little bit more barren. You're used to having nice nature. You're supposed to the forest, the grass.
Would you say that it feels a little bit more like Egypt?
There's no sand.
Damn.
No, but there is a lot of dirt.
Sydney would have a pen light for like minimal light as we're going through to not.
Okay. Could I get someone who's leading this at the moment?
Either Jackson knows where it is, but Sydney's the one with the lights, so your guys' call.
I'll get Sidney to roll it. Just roll me a survival check, please. Or whoever you two has survival.
That would be neither of us. That's our guide's job.
Who's at the trucks? Yeah, all right. I
have 10 in navigate.
Roll me a D100 and get under 30.
Oof! Just straight look. Oh.
You start. This is just for flavor. As you start walking towards, you end up going around the same tree twice. The light's not powerful enough to get through, and instead of getting there at what you say like 7, 8 o'clock at night, you get there about 10 o'clock at night.
Okay.
I hold up my compass, with my with my lighter, to like just see a little light. It's like, I'm sure we're going the wrong way.
Would you like to lead?
No, I'm pretty sure we're going the wrong way.
He's just here
Solutions.
to complain.
Solutions are generally more helpful, Jack. Anyway.
Okay, and I should have dragged you onto the right map now.
Okay.
Ooh,
All right.
spooky night map.
And shall we break?
Yep, we can take a break.
I just want to do a flashback before we go to break. As everyone was getting prepared, Jack's there sitting on the back of the truck, sketching everybody as they're loading up their weapons and getting everything right and planning and everything. And so he's got a sketch of that.
Oh.
And then
Nice.
on the back of it is like, we're all going to die. And leaving it with the truck.
It's his normal pre-war ritual. It's all good.
As in, these are the people that died here.
Oh, that's good. Let
We
him
all
remember
sign
us.
the back.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
Our
It's just
last
left
will
in the
and
back of the
testament.
truck. It's left in the
No,
back
no,
of the truck.
we've already
to be
mailed those
found if
out.
need
That
be.
was,
That's
to be fair, that was the last village. We already mailed those out.
Is my map's supposed to be black right now, right? No vision.
Give me a
I mean,
sec.
you
I'll
can
check
still see
that.
some
Zoom
stuff.
out and move to the right. That's where we're
Oh,
at.
okay.
And that can be done in the break.
Okay.
But yes, we're going to go on a break. Please stick with us. We'll have our normal jazz music, our speakeasies music from Syrinscape, Syrinscape Sci-Fi, which is what we use for the speaker and a lot of the sound sets we have. So we're using both Syrinscape Sci-Fi for the Mask of Nyarlathotep. Actually have a pre-written campaign music for this. And also for the speakeasy stuff as well. But for the jungle music we've got, and probably for a few other things we're going to probably have today, we're going to have the fantasy one as well laid in there. Just for some added scary and spookiness. But just as an auditory warning as well, when we come back from a break, we'll have our other version of the intro movie, and it's a bit more disturbing. So if you have issues with distorted music, distorted sounds, just mute that section because it's really, really distorted. But if you want a very different musical experience, check it out. It's disturbing. It's beautifully disturbing from someone that loved doing that really freaky version of the first music we saw in the intro. So that's just a heads up when we come back on our break. But otherwise, we're on a break. Stick around. We'll be back in about 10 minutes. And thank you everyone for coming in. We'll be back soon.
Bye.
Hello, welcome back. We are still here. Thank you for sticking around for part 2. Hopefully enjoyed the spooky version of our intro movie. Yeah, I did warn you if you wanted to listen to it. So it's kind of on you now that you've now witnessed that. Or at least listened to that, I should say. Apparently we're on a map and we're outside the pyramids of Egypt.
Yep.
They're looking differently from the last time I saw them. But then again, it is in the dark.
Have we tried correcting him?
You, in particular, spent at least a solid evening, as in 5 to 6 hours, explaining to him the difference, gave up, and joined the rest of us. You were the last to give up.
Yeah.
Okay.
The rest of us just basically sighed, looked at him, and went, "It's fine." He can tell the cops that we tried to go to we've been to the pyramids of Egypt and back in 3 days. It's all good.
Will be out of their jurisdiction, wouldn't it be?
Whose jurisdiction is the jungle? Like, which municipalities police, or are we dealing with on a federal level now?
But
that's no longer police, right? That's like, those are federal agents. There's like a different agency that deals with that.
In the 1920s? Is there?
In Peru and not
Peru? I don't know. I'm not an anthropologist.
Geez, we need like a history student for this game in all
Yes.
honesty.
But for mask, we need like one for each, culture.
check out the channels. Was it? Yeah, we are kind of delaying for Kat to come back. Check out the channels beginner box where we actually had Hamali as one of the plays. I know we've done a few of the haunting, but find the one of Hamali because she is a historian specializing in Lovecraftian novels and literature. So that is the historian when running a game like that. And oh my god, I was scared shitless running for someone that knew the source material far better than I did. Yeah. Shall we start? I don't know if Kat is going.
All right. Well, we might as well start. As Aveline Baker takes the back, who's taking the lead this one? Is it Sidney, Jackson, Jack?
Sidney will hand the pen light to whoever wants it. She'll go first if you want.
Okay.
Or she might offer as a side thing. So, since we don't know what's going on here, would you like me to scout ahead a little? I'm not sure about the rest of you, but I do probably have the most experience getting in and out of somewhere unseen.
I've snuck into a building or two in my time.
That would be entirely up to you.
Or you both want to go ahead.
I don't. Sidney does not care. I'm just. MLP knows what I'm trying to do. So.
Okay.
I'm good to just have Sidney go alone, or Jackson come with. That's entirely up to you.
Okay.
UE.
All right.
Jackson's offering.
Yep. Then Jackson.
I'm
then
interested.
Sidney will,
This would be great research.
All right. Then we can go and we'll both go and sneak up.
Okay.
Do some scouting.
All right.
I'll support you from back here if you get hurt.
That is appreciated.
Should we go up the cliffs or just through the front?
I mean, I was going to sneak around to take a peek through the gate, like this location here.
Okay.
Give us our best chance of just, not go through it. I'm not thinking enter the courtyard.
Okay.
Or whatever this is.
As you start walking towards there, I'll get you to give me a stealth check, please.
I was going to say, can we pause over here and just take a look first?
Okay.
I split the party and I failed a stealth roll. Awesome.
Hey!
What are you doing?
Like to start off strong.
Get out of here! You're dressed in red! Stay back!
Most people can't see red well in the dark. It's fine.
But
think about a tiger. They're freaking
up to
orange.
here.
Okay. All right.
Well, I'm in the process of moving up to there.
Yeah. So nothing there so far. As you round that edge, let's see.
I just want to point out. I pointed out in the chat that I've just opened up the Syrinscape for Master. Oh, we just lost. Yep. Okay. We're good. We're good. The Master Nyarlathotep, the Lost Pyramid sound set. I've just opened that up. It's all bad. All the buttons there is bad. It's just no.
Yeah.
Just wanted to point that out.
Okay. So as you walk closer, you don't see anything. Yeah, you don't see anything at the moment. I actually have it specified to actually what you can see, so I can actually tell you what you can see and what you can't see. So you see an archway across the main gate. It looks interesting, but you can't see any details from here. You gonna keep walking up?
I guess.
And what is Jack and Aveline staying there, or they're slowly walking up as well?
I'll be traveling about 100 paces behind. Not really. They said I am melee, yes, but I am support foremost.
I'm keeping an eye out and trying to be quiet and stealthy, but
Okay, if you're doing quite stealthy, do me a stealth check, please.
mainly sticking around with Aveline just in case.
Okay, Aveline, roll a stealth check as well, please.
Oh, good. My specialty is stealth.
The bane of every party.
Right, it's me. I am that.
Doesn't matter any system.
Not at all. Let me see. Oh, I'm having
Okay,
a
well,
hard time.
Some
Oh, there it
well,
is.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
under
you-
spot hidden, like
Yeah,
directly.
there you go.
Okay.
What? You have a 50 stealth! You're better than Jack!
It's when you put it like that, here's the thing. I'm used to having to be quiet and walk through different areas of the hospital to make sure that it's calm and that I can sneak up and hear more gossip about what's happening here.
Nosy nurse.
Nosy
All right,
nurse.
Jackson and Sidney, you moving up a bit more?
Jackson silently kind of gestures like towards this area.
Yep.
Yeah.
I would say probably like for it, just because that's not a critical success. We're in the middle of a jungle in the dark. We're
Yeah.
both sneaking along, and Sidney probably just stepped on a branch they couldn't see.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I say.
Just
Okay,
like,
so
I
you
kind
move
of
forward?
gesture. Do we want to go
Yep.
this like kind of like this path? Like
Yep,
I'm
you can
kind
do
of
that.
yeah
You can
along
do
the ridge.
That's fine.
All right.
Yep. Do we roll another stealth or?
No, you're fine for the moment.
Sure.
All right. Do I see anything from here?
Let me have a look.
There's like
Uh.
there's like some kind of structure in the center.
Yep, there is. Okay, now while you're there, you'll go to the main entryway. Now, as you look at this main entryway, it's like a carving. It appears to represent a human head, but is thin and elongated, with a grossly distended mouth.
Ah!
I think we found the right spot.
Is any of you trained in archaeology?
Finally!
No, the archaeologist is not.
Yeah.
I mean,
had
with
to
how I
ask.
roll, I might as well not be. I am trained in
No, you know
archaeology.
what?
I
Roll
thought you were
anyway.
serious.
I want you to roll because
Screw it. She's
You
not going
want
to
us-
live anyway. I'll spend the 17 luck.
all right.
I actually have put points into archaeology.
Yeah, 2. 1. Oh well. With a successful archaeology roll, the design of the structures resembles those of the I hate these names. The Twinacle site on the south side of Lake Titicaca over the border with Bolivia. There are some differences, especially in the stone heads, but the similarities suggest that the same people built them. The 96-kilometer distance from Tiwanaku, Tiwanaku, suggests that this site
Tiwanaku?
was meant to be at Tiwanaku. Say that again, please.
Tiwanaku?
Tiwanaku. Suggests that this site was meant to be remote from their main cities.
Does it appear to be like a warning, or does it appear more like a come in, everything's fine, this is a place of worship? Or is this more of a this is not a place of honor, get out?
I would
good
say
distinction.
more the second than the first. It's like
That's what I thought.
well, again, you see a human head, but thin and elongated.
Yep.
It's a as you look around, you see the pyramid, and the top of the pyramid. Do you still have your glasses, your
Binoculars,
spectacles
yes,
with you?
Binoculars.
Okay.
Yeah.
As you look at the top of the pyramid, you see this. Best way to describe it is like a green glow up the top. Let me just have a look at that. Viewer's token. Yep. Actually, green, more sickly orangey yellow as well. And you
Wow.
see a silhouette up here as well.
Well, that's concerning.
I'd borrow those. Is like this token or like the symbol like recognizable? Is like an occult kind of like a?
Roll me an occult check, please.
This is what you're good at.
Yeah, I've been researching this for
Okay.
over at least 15 years now.
You would looking at this is the gaunt figure on the top of the thing, or
Either the
here or
statue in
either-
front of us, or the token, the figure at the top.
the figure at the top. You would
Whatever is like a recognizable like occult symbol.
I'll give you the figure. Actually, I'll have to give you both because you've got hard success. The figure at the top would be like a stylized version of a Karasiri. With the elongated health.
So it's like a temple for these things.
Yep. And you would let me just look at the statues. Let me just look at the statues.
I whispered that to Sidney, and I point and I give the binoculars back.
Oh no, there's something else you can have a look at if you roll me a successful spot hidden as well, but let me just check. And the statues, looking closer at them. Okay, I see that. The closest statues that you would get would actually, there's a human, and the next one beside it is human with a lamprey mouth.
Transformation in action, okay.
Yep. Okay,
And I've seen this happen. Have I seen this transformation?
Oh, yes, you have.
Yes,
Up
you
close
have.
and personal. Multiple times.
Yep.
You saw
And
it
that's the
like
reason-
about a day ago. You saw it about 4 hours ago. Or 12 hours ago, give or take.
Yep. And with all the Karasiris, I'm not gonna make any roll spot hiddens. Oh, not spot hiddens. Sanity checks anymore for Karasiri because you're so used to them now. So you're desensitized to them.
Do I notice them? Do I see them with that spot hidden hard success?
With the hard success on spot hidden, you look on top of the pyramid, and I need to load an image. Give me a moment. I wasn't expecting to do this.
Never expect the Spanish Inquisition.
Never. We're the
And-
Inquisition.
Aveline, would you like to move a bit closer? I'm trying to.
Not at all. Not at all. There's a reason I'm still back there, but if you insist, I'll get a little closer.
Oh, God.
As Jackson Elieies is looking at the top of the pyramid, you see this Karasiri bending over, and at this elevation, you can see Simi on top of the pyramid. So there's this big giant crack with a hole, and you see this person, and with the hard success, you see a thin trickle coming out of his mouth into this crack.
But he's baby birding it back to the mama bird. Ah!
Grab Sidney's arm in panic, and I just point.
He can't see anything. Are you going to give him the? Are you going to give him the glasses and show him what
Yeah.
you're seeing?
Sidney will look and
Okay.
she'll be like,
The top, the car is here, right there. I'm pointing
Oh, lovely.
exactly in the.
I'm sorry. I think that does. Even though we've desensitized to the calcium, I still think that deserves a sanity check.
I think
Oh,
so.
yes.
Yeah.
I think so too.
I think Jackson has. Oh, yep. So Jackson failed and I succeeded.
Okay, I'm gonna roll d6.
Even the desensitization, that's wrong.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah,
It's still not
that-
great.
It's seeing them
Okay.
do something new.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that was going to be sanity check, by the way, because that is new. But you're used to lamprey mouth and stuff now. That's why you didn't get sanity check on the statues, but seeing this, you do get sanity check. All right, so Jackson, you lose 2 san, and Eon, can you roll me d6, please?
Sure. For succeeding?
Yeah, unless you want to lose 1 sanity. You lose 2.
That's what I mean.
So
It's
we
kinda
lose the
weird.
same, though I succeeded. Interesting.
Yes.
Hey.
The risk was
Normally
higher.
I would roll the sanity, but I thought, you know what, I'm going to let you decide how much sanity you lose.
Cool.
Because you say your character's not going to survive.
There you go.
Oh, I know she's
Okay.
not. It's all good.
Yeah, Sydney's overall, like, just demeanor right now is just like kind of like her sanity looks like she's like her mental health is kind of deteriorating as the trip is going on.
Oh, you have to understand, I started this campaign with a 65 sanity
So you've lost
and
20
with
something.
like 60 luck. I am down to 19 luck and 44 sanity.
How are you still? Are you?
Bad rolls.
I have taken
That bad
no
rolls.
points of
yeah.
damage.
How are
I have taken 0 damage in every fight I've been in. But
That's
the
crazy.
keeper has. I have 3 pools of resources. The keeper has bled my 2 non-renewables almost dry and has not touched my renewal.
And yet you're putting your chat points not into sanity or luck. You're putting them into a resource which
Yeah.
only
I
works
put them into a skill.
if you survive.
I've only done 1 skill. I put everything else into luck. So I have
That's
renewed
success,
about
so
12 points of
Okay.
luck.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm trying to urge Aveline to come closer and come closer. And
She is. I am closer. I am as Jack. I am as close as I'm willing to
All right.
be.
As Jackson and
You go
Sidney
first.
are watching, you see the Karasiri is still vomiting, and you see it noticeably go from a plump figure down and down and down until it's gaunt. It's skinny. You can, if you look close, you can see ribs coming out. Ribs. You don't see any fat on it at all.
Fat Blaster diet program.
I back at it again.
And
Well, that's
as
good
it
to know.
as it does that, it stands up and then starts walking, climbing down the stairs. And can you actually see where it goes?
I think we can see it. I
You
can
still
see,
see it. Okay, let's check you.
it. No, I mean I
So
think
you-
And
Yeah,
you
can
can
see
Sidney
it.
would hand the binoculars to you, Jackson, just going,
Yep.
I don't have the best line of sight and I don't want to move.
You can
keep
see
down.
it walking towards
Okay.
the top, top section, and you notice it crawl down.
Ooh.
Okay, if you want to roll me another spot hidden to see if there's anything else around, or you want to start walking towards the pyramid.
Or
Or would you have to walk home?
Spot hidden.
I'll roll a spot hidden.
Yep.
That unnerved me.
That unnerves me.
I don't have the binoculars, so it's actually
Yeah.
with a penalty die.
And I, is
Yeah.
is this like a statue or something?
It's not a statue. It's like broken pieces of You would say like columns,
Like a
hollow
pillar?
sides, like a pillar.
Okay.
There's nothing
Uh-huh.
really around that you can see.
I start
Um,
slowly backing up, like very slowly.
Okay. Sydney, you gonna
Sydney-
roll me a spot hidden, please? With a.
I already
bonus
did. I
is-
failed.
No. Okay. Fair enough.
So Sydney's just gonna... Basically, if Jackson's backing up, Sydney will follow.
Okay. and
It will be
Is-
quietly, like it'll be.
Like we'll like definitely stealthy, like very quietly, and like I just want to regroup with Jack and Aveline and just let them know.
Actually, before I go, one quick thing with the Calasiri.
Yeah.
Did we get a look at it after it had finished, like, vomiting? Did it look different besides being thinner? Like, was it energized? Was it, like, did anything like
no,
that?
Glowy.
it wasn't glowy. You would say that if it looked more spent, like doing that reduced its it's like best way to describe it is after eating a really big meal you felt really sleepy.
The drowsy and it's kind of dazed.
Drowsy. It's like it's
Sydney
like
is
stumbling.
very excited to know that, because that is, like, the perfect time for a heist, and that's essentially what we're doing.
yeah.
Is when the guard is
So
sleeping.
you would notice there's lethargic. It took a bit of time to get down. You didn't want to move at that point because you don't want to make any noise or do anything else that could possibly give you away of your position. So you slowly waited for it to get down, and as Jackson saw, it crawled up into, for lack of a better term, a hole, and pretty much just crawled down. It's like at the end of it, you could just see it just spent. And I've got to make sure it's the right one.
We didn't see like a visible entrance to the temple, did we?
No.
But, I mean, we're still outside the courtyard, so...
Yeah. Yeah. So
And I made a mistake. I'm sorry. It wasn't the top one. It was the bottom one that it went to, which you would have seen
Yes.
still from that position.
Okay.
I seen the one really close to us. No?
Yes, that
It-
is the
it
one
was up
closest
over
to you.
Or this one here?
Yeah.
That one?
It was supposed.
Woohoo!
It was supposed to go to the one at the bottom one. I got my locations mixed up. I'm sorry.
Okay, so it's really close.
But with those stealth checks, since you got a hard success and a fail, though the hard success made the
yeah, I grabbed.
yeah.
Oh, it's... Yeah. The thing is, Pete...
You succeeded those sanity checks. Oh, not sanity. The stealth checks.
Yeah. It's usually for group stealth checks, it's like how many successes versus how many failures.
Yeah.
So unless I got a critical success, or critical fail,
Critical
sorry,
fail.
it wouldn't have been a
You-
big deal.
Exactly. But for the people watching at home, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I had to actually say it out loud, so I understood that the rules. I am playing to the rules, although we do sometimes play fast and loose with them.
because we're putting on a show.
Yeah, it's fun.
So
So
Guys,
yes,
there's like there's more of
Are
them,
you-
obviously. And like did you see that one going down the hole right there? It was like literally right there.
no, I was
Yeah,
trying.
no,
I was
I did.
trying to get Aveline to move closer.
I'm so close.
So we have to
you,
walk
Jack.
past the hole. That's what I'm saying.
We have good news. But we actually, Jackson, did you notice that thing was lethargic? It was moving slowly.
It was very slow.
If
It's like kind of wobbled a little.
Right. This is the perfect time. If they're asleep, or if they're not paying attention, we can fix the ward and leave.
Oh, that'd be great.
Did anyone bring dynamite?
No, we don't.
How
no,
is
no more
dynamite
damage,
going
no
to
more
fix
damage.
that?
You could toss it down the hole.
Yeah, that's exactly.
That is.
And potentially
we don't have
break
any.
the soft gold?
We don't have any dynamite.
No,
So it's
we
okay.
don't. We have Molotovs.
Does
If we
anyone have
need
any
to-
Molotovs?
Yes?
I-
but the hole's probably our best way in.
Oh,
It's true.
We go in there. That way.
We have to.
I mean, no. We need to see what our options are. But if that's the only way in, that'll be the way we have to go.
I would like a plan B, please. I don't like plan A.
Plan B, we drop a Molotov down in the room full of rancid fat, and hopefully burn all of them.
I'll drop a flare down there.
I mean, yes, but
Let's put that on the list of options.
So
All right,
option
but-
1, dynamite. Option 2, Molotov. Option 3 was climbing down there, but that's a bad one. Somewhere in there is also burning a flat.
Yes.
Could we try to find some other entrances?
I mean, yes, we should probably go in and check, but we at least needed to regroup.
But should that be our step? Like, look for other entrances. If no other entrances,
Then
Go
we
in?
choose the bad one.
yeah, we go in. Okay.
All right.
Who's first?
I would say for this one, and Sydney's going to put away the pen light and is actually going to pull out the proper flashlight. I did not see anybody else out there, and I do think at this point we do want to make sure we have the best look, so I think flashlights are the better option right now. Just let's not poke them down holes.
I feel like this is like an anthill that we're trying not to disturb, and I think one false move will bring everyone out. So I advise caution. Just see the keeper. I advise caution, and maybe I don't even flashlights at a minimum. Even I don't know if they're light sensitive or not.
And we should probably try not to fire off any guns.
Best that we can. Jack, do you still have the machete I made you? That I engraved for you?
Yeah, it was pretty dodgy, but I've still got it.
I mean, it's a lot quieter than a shotgun, and you're the one who doesn't want to get caught.
True. You still owe me a bayonet, though.
I do, but I have to get back to Lima to do that.
From the war, so you've got to find me a war one.
I mean, I can probably get you back your original one.
That's better.
But for right now, let's focus on surviving this part.
And then you go back and you get my bayonet, and Nursey here goes in for a swim on the lake and goes and finds my pistol.
Oh, Jack, I've actually got you a new present.
I love that she was going to be nice to you, Karsh, until Jack opened his mouth.
It's okay. I found a backup in the truck.
You found a... Oh, I have another backup if your backup
I don't need
doesn't
3.
work. Are you sure?
You can throw that one away.
It's like you're still bitter about the one. I'm sure an extra would
They were a match
make
set.
it better. They matched.
These ones
They
might be
were.
as well. They were both owned by the... We found it in the truck among the spare supplies. Do you want to check?
I'm
Keeper,
good.
are they a match set?
Roll me a
No.
luck check.
Do you want me to roll, or...
Roll a luck check, or just roll me a luck. What's deception? Is there a deception?
There is. There's fast
Or
talk.
fast talk.
Or persuade, and yeah.
Or persuade. I'll roll persuade.
No.
All right. No fast. No persuade. Do persuade. Yeah.
I will spend the 7 luck.
I knew you would.
Sydney's
Yeah.
dying. I'm okay with this. She just wants to take Jack with her.
As I said, I've got one here. I field stripped it. I made sure it's going to work. We don't have time to go through and check the other ones.
I've already field checked the other one. I've been using guns for a long time, Jack.
And with that successful persuade.
Yes, in your archaeology. I'm good.
with
I
that
don't need a
successful
third.
persuade. Yeah. No.
I
it's
still don't
match
need a
set.
third.
Okay.
That's fair. It is a match set if you should want it.
It's true. I have no qualms about handing over another set of guns to you.
It's just when you use them, you throw them away.
Oh, that's why they would be better in your hands.
Either way.
And I will say
Let's
having
go.
multiple guns is not a bad plan.
Let's go searching. See if we can find another entrance.
Yep,
Preferably one without nasty things in there.
that would be preferable, yes.
I do a quick sketch when I see the things up on the thing, because you describe some interesting architecture and whatnot on the statues. I do a quick sketch of that in the dark. It's just like and put it away. If I survive, I can add to it later.
Yeah. Okay, so
It's a hole over there.
Yeah. Well,
I'll go.
Are you gonna move forward?
I'll come. No, I don't want to. The nurse is
Sidney,
like,
walking. This is where we're going.
the nurse is
I'm
like,
gonna.
I am going to be the stealthiest. You'll never see me again.
okay. So are you
Dreams.
okay? Are you making your way up to the
What's to the south?
top?
There's a hole over there. It went into this one.
Okay, so I hate this. And then we'll
Yeah, don't go over there, Aveline. Don't go back up.
Should we
Is
check
there-
this one out?
Quietly, but also look for anywhere to tie off a rope. If we have to climb down, I prefer to have an easy way back out.
There's some trees over here.
I'll look down the hole stealthily.
Okay. Roll me a stealth check. You said stealthily, so
I did. No, it's true. Oh! Gone. Disappeared.
with that nurse's stealthy luck, you don't see anything down there, but you see. There is moonlight going down that direction. So you don't see much, but you see a top of the head walking across. I should do this quickly. GM player. You did stealthily. And I'll get you to roll me a spot hidden with advantage with that extreme success, please.
Okay. Ooh, I get advantage. Oh.
Nosy, nursey.
Yep, nosy, nosy.
Okay. Oh, I'm glad I got the advantage.
Nope.
6.
Do you want to spend the 7 luck?
I am going to spend 7 luck because this seems very important.
Yeah. So this is where we've been investing all this time to blow it all in this episode.
Not all of it, but some of it for sure.
Oh, I mean, all of it's on the table. We're dead either way. I'm at least going down
Luck.
swinging.
It's a free resource.
And, you know.
Doesn't
Aveline?
luck get refreshed every
Yeah.
No.
Nope.
session?
No,
No.
I spent,
yeah.
Not here.
we're not
No,
refreshing
yeah.
every session. This is not a one shot. This is not a short game. This is a long game where we're relying on our viewers to donate to help us out, luck-wise.
I
Aveline?
spent 7. What is that? What is that?
As
It's so
you-
small.
As you look at the actual down the hole. That's what you say.
Wait, what does it say? 1 second. Who did Did you see, like, she slowly back up and looks to the other? It's like,
No.
it's and she's like,
Back up. I just
Snake. Snake.
this is Goblin's here, right?
Sydney's gonna if Sydney sees that, she's gonna do this and ask like the lamprey with
Yeah.
her
That's what she's doing. She's like, Snake, go.
Snake. Lamprey.
Okay.
Go down that one.
All right.
So we know that there's one back there. Should we take a look at the other hole and see if it's a better shot? Or
I mean,
I'm going to be honest, if actually, could I have something that's meta knowledge. I'm trying to think of how I would know it. So MLP, could I send you a quick message? Like if it's something Sidney would know. It's something that I would logic out as myself, as Eon. So that's why I want to ask. Is that okay?
What's this?
You can-
What's this over
You
here?
can drop me a message.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Yeah, what's this over here? Is that
Oh,
another
it's
hole?
just. Yeah, no, it's a It's only. Actually, roll me a spot hidden.
I was
Me?
like, we could
Yes.
continue to go around to see if there's any other potential entrances. I mean, this is just the front.
Maybe there's a door we can
Everyone-
lock on.
Exactly, there's a back door.
there's something. There's more building to explore.
Success.
Yeah.
One moment.
Pretty sure they have entrances on the pyramids. How else
Are
do
you
the
going,
archaeologists
are
come
you
down?
going up the pyramid?
No, you
going
asked me to roll a
around.
spot hidden, so I rolled a spot hidden.
what you spot is the only two entrances that you could see would be the only entrances that you see right now are the one above you and the one below you.
Oh, these holes. Okay.
Are those holes? If you look at the pyramid itself, strangely enough, the way that it's made is that normally you would assume that there will be an entrance at the front of the pyramid from the entry, so people will come through the archway to the pyramid, but there's actually no entrance at the front of the pyramid. If you roll me in archaeology, please, Karsh.
Yay!
Yeah, we get to
That's gonna be
skill.
good. That's gonna be good. So, mwah,
Okay,
right
let's
there.
dump some mixed luck, shall we?
Ooh.
Do you have 92 points?
Mwah, bad.
No. Yeah.
I
You
do
just
talk
think-
about that reasoning out. It's like, but how's the archaeologist getting? Surely there's a way in.
Well, first off, can Sidney potentially do an archaeology to figure out if there's another entrance? But the other thing she'd want to do is go take a look at the crack at the top of the pyramid and see how big it is. If that's a potential way in.
If you want to,
So, archaeology first?
archaeology first.
Hey!
Yes. Oh, nice. All right. Now, what did you want to know of the archaeology roll? The same thing Karsh is trying to work out, or something else?
Something similar. Just like, would there be where would a main entrance be
You would
to
assume
these
the
kind of
main
pyramids?
entrance would be facing towards the entryway, or to the point. So you would assume there'll be an entrance at about the front here. Did you assume this is the front?
Which way, sorry? I did not see where you pinged.
Oh, the front entrance will be around here. Because the main gates is there, you assume that the front entrance would be...
Is anybody
about
seeing a ping?
there.
Because I'm not.
Yeah, we're not seeing pings.
It's
pings?
somewhere dark that we can't see. I don't think.
Yeah.
Or it might be GM layer, which would mean we
Like
wouldn't
over
see it.
here.
give me a sec. Switch to... Oh. Sorry.
Ah!
See the ping now? There we go.
Yes, now I do.
You assume that the entrance would be there because the main entrance is about there.
Okay.
Maybe
main-
it's a secret door.
Actually be there.
Pretty sure I read that secret doors in Bram Stoker.
Yeah. No. That's where the main entrance would be. So if you want to take a few minutes, you can walk around the pyramid. It'll take about 10 minutes to walk around it to see if there's any other entrances around it.
I'll do that. I'll take a stealth run.
Okay.
Sydney would probably try and climb up the pyramid instead and take a look at that crack, because that's where her head went.
Just give us a few minutes to walk around. Clear the area.
I'm getting high ground to take a better look.
No.
It's over now. You have the high ground.
That's why I don't know enough about archaeology if having the high ground is better or worse.
We follow her. Let's stick to the original plan.
So we're all going up the pyramid because I'm
Or
not.
are we just going by? We're going two different directions right now. We know there's Garcia right here.
Let's go around.
That's true.
Around.
Sydney will follow. Sydney will follow everybody else.
Okay, I was like, we could check up first. I'm not much of a climber.
All right.
Afterwards.
All right.
Okay. Let's just
I think maybe this way.
go. Yeah. I'll follow.
Do 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 do. Like I'm
Just
skipping it.
Yeah.
Like-
slowly
there's
moving around the entire courtyard.
nothing. You're not seeing anything around there. If you're looking at the walls or at the entrances.
Yes, I'd be looking at like casing walls if there's like a hole to go through in the side or anything else. No, so
Nothing,
this
nothing
okay.
that you can see so far.
Secret passages. That's my focus.
Sacred tunnels.
Mm.
Secret tunnel.
You don't see anything.
Is there something here? Or is that just part of the pyramid?
Just part of the
I think
pyramid.
it's part of the pyramid.
Okay. Sorry, it just completely blocked my vision. That's why I was checking. Like, is this a hole? Is this
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't
a
No,
glitch?
No, it's just the dynamic lighting.
Nothing's back here.
It's just a bunch of random walls over here.
Random
Right.
walls. You would assume that there would be more pillars and other statues, but you can't really see
So-
anything around.
so
You would
no-
assume that this is made to keep something in, not let people out.
Yeah, normally there would be an entrance similar to where we had started in the pyramid. Up over by the hole, we saw the Calasiri go down. The fact that there isn't, I mean, unless there's a secret one there that we want to try and pry open, but that would be normally where they would design an entrance like that.
So this
So
is
this
more of a
is-
vault. Like a bank
It
vault.
dawns on us that this is maybe this is exactly what we. Is that crack what we need to seal?
We don't know. We could take a look. Is it made of gold?
Is the pyramid made out of gold?
No, it is not made out of gold. It is made out of rough hewn stone.
Sidney is going to look to see if there's an easy way to climb up. Like, basically just, like, you know, kind of like if it's steps style, if it's small
not
enough for her to
steps
just...
style. It's more like each rung of the pyramid that's going up is about 5 feet or 1.5 meters high. So it
Oh,
will
okay,
take
so it's
you
shorter than Sidney.
shorter than Sydney, but you can get up there with enough with a few minutes of time and effort.
Sidney would go to do that.
Is anyone else following Sydney to look at this one?
I'm not a strong climber. If there's someone else that wants to go up, I can make sure you're safe from down here.
I guess
Sydney will go alone.
Up.
I mean,
really-
Sidney might also look back and go back. It might be safe if it's just one of us goes, because then there's less people who get
I'm
caught.
really, the upper body strength is not there.
I can push you from behind, but you'll probably slap me if I do that. So
Jack, do you have a rifle?
no, that was Alejandro.
Right. Okay. Well, if you could have your pistol ready, just to help cover. If I need it, but I'm going to hopefully not need anything.
I guess all I'm gonna do is just get up on one step and then point my gun towards the holes.
Okay. So
I mean, I'm more worried about up here, if I'm honest.
But we saw them go into the hole. They can't go through
Right.
the crack.
We hope.
Why wouldn't they have gone through the crack when they were really thin?
Because they just puked into it. Most of us don't enjoy crawling through our own puke.
Do they have consciousness like that?
I'm sure Tatiana could answer
intelligent.
that question.
Do you
We
say
have
something
seen
if
them
she
be
was there?
semi-intelligent.
Knowing about pure.
So Sydney's up here.
Okay. Ooh. Where did your character go?
Pardon?
I can't see your character in a sec.
Oh. I'll put over here just for a sec, if that
Okay.
helps. So I was just this one here. Like,
Okay, so yeah.
corner.
All right, yep, I see you now. Is Jackson with you as well?
I guess I'm.
That
Yeah. Like I take
Okay.
another step up. I guess.
All right. As you get closer to the crack, you would actually hear and see. Okay. All right. All right.
Chaos time.
I get you to roll me a listen check, please.
Sure.
Or all
Anyone
of
up
us?
there rolls me. Anyone at the top of the crack, please roll me a listen check.
I don't hear anything.
All right, Jackson.
Jackson does.
What you hear is the sound of blowflies,
Ooh.
and you would notice that they would be here. As you look closer at the crack, you see these clumps of fat, the fat that didn't make it down the crack.
Do I see maggots wriggling?
Surprisingly enough, no maggots wriggling around here. But you hear the blowflies, and as you look towards where the fat is, you see the crack, which is a long, narrow crack. It's run across the top of the pyramid, and it's no more than about 3 inches, for us Australians, it's about 8 centimeters thick of the crack. So if you get really close, you can have a look down.
Sidney will get close and have a look.
All right, first off, roll me a con check, please, as you get closer to the smell.
Ah! There's a reason why I'm down here. No! Ooh.
Yeah.
All right, with
Okay. One
that,
of you did good. You
found-
vomit into the hole as well.
I'm still back at like just at the top, but I don't even get close because
the wind,
I just retch.
the gust of the like a wind or a gust just blows that horrible smell towards you, and you start losing your lunch.
Oh.
Or losing your breakfast actually, because you didn't actually break the lunch.
Jack,
And-
you got a little splash.
Yeah. Roll me a dodge check if you want to avoid vomit.
You don't have your shotgun out. You said you
No, you
didn't
asked
say
me.
it.
No, you asked me if I had a rifle. I said no. That's Alejandro. I've got my shotgun out.
Okay.
Dodge. Let's do this.
You successfully dodged a vomit. And Jackson just proceeds to release the contents of his stomach.
Here, see rats.
Does he do it quietly?
I do it quietly. Should I roll stealth?
No, you should be fine that way. Anyway, Sidney, are you coming closer to the top of the crack and you've passed your con check? So what are you going to do at the crack?
Just really peer in and see if she can get any feel of like what is in there. She's hoping that it has something like there's helpful information, basically.
Helpful, maybe. Sanity inducing, probably not. So I just need to check something.
Sanity inducing? Is it inducing or reducing?
With your
I didn't
dice
hear
rolls,
which word
probably-
it was, and they're similar.
With your dice
Yes.
rolls, it's probably not the best.
Oh yes.
Okay. Roll me a spot hidden, please. Because it's a dark crack, unless you're using your pen light to peer through.
I mean, I could use my pen light, but I succeeded anyway.
Okay, I need to check something here. How much sanity loss is it to see this?
D100.
Not yet. That's soon. Don't worry.
Okay. Well, it's either very, very good or very, very bad for you. Depends how we go. All right. As you look... Oh, actually, we're going to do it this way. All right. As you look down into the crack... before I continue on, where does Sidney keep the crystal ball on them? Is it in one of their pockets? Is it in?
It'd be on an inside pocket, yeah.
All right.
Just in the bag.
Okay, I can make that work. Okay, well, ooh, okay. Right. As you look down inside the crack, first you don't see anything, but as your eyes get acclimatized to the darkness, every now and again, you see this white mass, just hints of it here and there, seething semi-fluid mass of rotten congealed white matter. Restlessly
Lovely.
just moves around. You see sometimes it's moving to one side to another, testing, and you see a little crack at the bottom of it, well, let's just say a prison. It rises relentlessly, falling on itself with bubbles of fats and just horrible smells. And you see its little mouth here and there just reaching up a little bit, trying to drink what the drips has come down.
It did baby bird it back. No.
Nodules of flesh break off and crawl down the bottom, trying to get the rest of it.
Lovely.
As you look closer and closer, the bottom of the prison is filled with maggots and the husks of the pooping, with adult flies buzzing in the air around it.
Oh dear. This is going to be somewhat problematic.
As this is happening, roll me a luck check, please.
Oh, we're good at this. Yeah, that looked about right. Yeah, that looked about right. Yeah.
Through-
I have 12 luck. What did you
12?
expect?
12?
Yep. I was thinking on that, actually. As you lean forward, the backpack, you might not have tightened the straps on the backpack properly as it falls open. And the crystal ball that was given to you by Mentodosa
Yeah.
starts to roll towards the crack.
Can I try and catch it?
You can try.
Sure. What do I have to do?
That'd be... What will be the worst way for you? Reflex or...
I mean,
Dodge.
dexterity is 75.
All right,
Dodge
yep,
is...
Give me a dex.
50.
Give me a dex check as you roll to catch.
Nope.
Come on, spend that
Okay.
luck.
All of your
That's
luck?
literally all my luck.
Are you going to try to push that roll
Sure.
to catch it? How would you try to push the roll? It's like you try to grab it with the first hand. It unnaturally moves to the side to try to dodge it.
I'm gonna say that.
Oh, juked ya.
I'm gonna say that probably. I'm trying to think of how I could even.
Yeah, that's
push
what I'm
this
asking.
one.
How would you push that roll?
Probably in the fashion of, Sidney would dive to try and because if it's falling towards the hole, she would, knock her flashlight aside, and it could potentially tumble down as she's trying to catch the ball, because Larkin already warned her it's probably not good if that breaks.
Okay, well, alright, do me a dex check at hard, please. Because you don't have the flashlight anymore. As you throw the light away, the torch goes away, and you reach out and you grab the crystal. Now you grab onto the crystal, what do you do with it?
Eat it.
It's just back in the ball. It's just back in the pocket. It's basically the drawstring's tied shut, and she's putting it in a different pocket to try and secure it better.
Okay.
For now.
Alright, for now. Now, as you're on top of this crack, you hear this... In your mind, it's not audible to everybody else, it's just to you. It's this great guttural, horrible, slimy noise. Just pretty much. And now with an outstanding check, because you did see the father of maggots.
Okay.
That's true. Yeah.
Okay, so roll me a sand check, please.
Oh, that's a hard, so it's still a fail, but I'll take it off hard. I have 42 sanity, not 21. Don't worry. I'm not that bad yet.
Yeah. Whew.
You're about to.
I mean, probably, but...
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, you didn't witness the Godless horror, so this is the 20, so I'll do 1d10. Because you only saw flashes of it.
Yep.
If you saw flashes, I'll go from d10 to...
And heard.
I mean, it's talking in my mind, so go for it.
You sure you want this?
Yeah, you sure?
You
MLP,
sure?
let's be fair for it. I don't want Sidney to, like, ruin this, but you do what you think would happen in this case.
You do you, boo.
You do you. Oh.
8 sanity loss.
Yep.
Oh, actually, that's
And I
not
need to
bad,
make an
though.
intelligence check, right?
That was a D20.
Yep.
Okay.
That,
Yeah.
for a D20, though, that's not bad, statistically speaking.
Yep.
Intelligence check, please, to see figure out if you want to fail this one.
Ooh.
I am 1 off from a critical success.
I know.
Do you want to spend your luck?
Yeah, you want
Should I
to
make it a
now's the
critical
time.
success?
There's no way you can use your luck to get from extreme success to success in that one.
No, I can't. I was saying, should I make it a critical success? Should I make it a 1 so you have the most power possible to screw with me?
Yeah. I mean, woof. That's like the worst time to get a good roll, bud. But
And I do want to say,
You lose the
This
full D8.
Oh.
Yep.
Yeah.
You lose the full 8. And what was the guess 8 you go? That is a...
so with this, I do want to mention to the keeper that Jackson currently has his back to Sidney, and he's
Yep.
currently
Yep.
keeled over, vomiting, not paying attention to this. Cannot pay
Now, to
attention
be
this.
fair, this is just me going temporarily insane. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Exactly. But
Which
I'm
is
just
what-
saying.
I'm going to roll now.
And while
you
our
roll or
keeper's
do I?
doing stuff,
I've got rollable table here, so...
just for those that don't know Call of Cthulhu very well, if you lose too much sanity from the initial sanity roll, there's a second roll, which is the intelligence roll. That's the only roll you want to fail. That's the roll which he critically or extremely succeeded, which means that what he saw, he knows is real. If you fail that one, you can just pass it off as nothing. You don't get the extreme success, the extreme ramifications of seeing something this bad,
Oh, you
Yeah,
get
that's the one that I was afraid of.
like mania.
Alright, what?
Oh.
It's a weird one.
I can make it work.
Cool.
Huh.
The horrible smell, the feeling of all that fat, all that disgusting, horrible, evil smell. We don't know how you make the brain link with it, but you now, all the vampires, all that stuff that's been over the last few days comes to head, and you feel like you must get yourself some garlic. You've got to protect yourself, and garlic is the only way that you can think to make work.
Okay. Do we have garlic back in the trucks?
I was going to say roll me a luck check or spot hidden when you get back to the trucks.
Okay. Sidney thinks there's garlic in the truck. And, yep. Okay.
And
so she's going to turn
garlic,
probably to Jackson.
You've read, actually, when was Dracula written?
Pre this,
Pre this.
It was before this, yeah.
I've
It
been
was like
mentioning
18
Bram
something.
Stoker. Yeah, I've been mentioning Bram Stoker's throughout this.
But, Sidney, unless you'll say Sidney is not in enough of her state of mind to tell people where she's going, she's going to say.
She's gonna say, "Are you? Where are you going? Are you going somewhere?"
Saw something. Need to go back to the truck. Need the garlic. We've got something in there that's moving, and garlic's gonna help.
Oh, God. I mean,
Garlic?
I'm-
Sidney is climbing down.
Guys, garlic.
God, does she know something? I don't.
How
I mean,
crazed
like,
does Sidney look right now?
Yeah, it's like, is this like, can I
Manic.
like, ooh, okay. I'm gonna just try to kind of head her off at the pass and be like, all right, look here. It's not a great time to split up right now. I know you need some garlic. And in fact, like, she'll pull out, like, maybe she's got like some rations on her or something and be like, you can use this. I think it's got some garlic powder on it, but like, we can't be splitting up this now. I don't know if that's like a way to like kind of like talk her down out of it and like give her technically some garlic. I don't know if that counts.
Do you just want to like slap her across the face or something? Because that does seem like nurse's style to make her behave.
That's what I'm about to tell her to do.
No, you get the velvet glove first, and then if you try to get past me, that's when you
get the slap.
Yeah.
Okay, well, first off, I will get you to Nursey to roll me. Would this be psychology for this one?
Psychoanalysis, because it's trying to break a sanity problem.
Okay.
Okay. It's got garlic powder on it. It's like some type of weird. It's like a jerky thing they gave me. They're real sweet, that family, but like it's a bit much for me. Look, you smell it, love it. Look, but we can't be splitting up, and you can't be going home. Like,
does it help?
With that,
that's
roll,
what psychoanalysis is for. Yes, that's legitimately what the skill is for.
This beef jerky's got a lot of garlic on it. I'm sure it'll help.
Sidney will take it, and Sidney will take it, and you see what she's gonna do is basically
it's a piece of jerky.
She's gonna, if I can, I do have materials and things like that, like for tying and stuff like that. So she's literally going to pierce it with a piece of twine and wrap it around her neck.
Love it.
Love it.
That's peak sanity right there. I feel safe with this one in charge.
What? Okay, hold on. Who put me in charge?
Nope, you're in charge. You climb the pyramid first.
Sketchbook comes out. In the background, the pyramid with the evil faces and the statues and whatnot. And there's our leader, apparently, putting around the neck. And I'm making sure they know that it's jerky. Like, I'm going to put onion jerky, like, written on it. Like, as a quick sketch, like, as a protective.
And then
question mark.
Roll me roll me a
drawing?
It's just as quick sketches anyway. It doesn't matter if it's...
It's a good sketch. You do the dappling effect from the moonlight on the thing.
That'll be later. It's just...
It's a good drawing.
I'm going to say right now for it, whoever said Sidney's the leader would probably have her guaranteed heading back to the truck, because she is not in charge of this train wreck.
No. See, that's why I did.
Shape or form.
That's why I didn't say it in character. You gotta listen for the British.
Yeah, no. That's what I was checking. Was just like.
No, not in character.
Yeah, that's what I was asking. It's like, who died and nominated Sidney leader?
Alejandro.
Yes, Alejandro.
Alejandro's not dead.
No, but there's the leader there.
All right, so by looking up the top of the pyramid, you see there's no entryway up the top. You would assume that the two entries are either the top way up the top there, and
north or south,
or the
holes.
one north or the south hole.
There's a pit down the bottom, like down the south though. We didn't actually look into.
We saw the first Karsh here, the one that did the vomiting. We saw it go down that hole.
No, you saw the holes, but there's a pit down the south.
No, this is a column. This is
that's the column?
Yeah, that's the column.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so it is the pit down the south. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll get rid of that
sorry,
one, so it's a bit easier.
The layering is really confusing.
There you go.
Yeah. With the columns, it makes it really hard to see things.
Columns are always a pain in the butt.
That's why I generally that's column, leave it there. Shall we just go down to the thing where we know we know there's someone at the top, so we may as well try to go down the bottom where we know also someone went to. But at least that one to the south was lethargic.
Well, perhaps the one to the south is others sleeping as opposed to on patrol.
I'm just going to roll up I was going to say my 50-50 luck, but I'm not going to roll that anymore because it's no longer 50-50. So it's like, let's just go down to the south. Let's just go and figure a way to go down.
We have rope, or at least I do.
I have some rope on me that I think maybe we could tie together. How deep do you think it is?
I mean, we'll probably be able to tell in a moment. Do I have my flashlight, or did I lose it with the scrambling, my big one?
You lost it with the scrambling, unless you have... Actually, the light was on. If you roll me a spot hidden, you can probably find it again.
Meg.
You find your big light again.
Yep.
It fell down as it. Surprisingly enough, it didn't break as it's going down.
She bought good quality.
It's good. Yeah, it's nice. It has some good yarn. That's some good.
It's a little banged up,
Mhm.
but yeah, you find your spot. You find your torch again. And
I'd say this is probably not the first time it's fallen off a pyramid.
Oh god no.
Hey, it's used to its job, you know.
Well, it's probably she bought one specifically with that in mind, going, huh. I go to dangerous locations for a living. I want everything made of tissue paper.
It's like 1920, so that thing wasn't made out of plastic. It's like metal. So
Yeah. It's more the glass, like, bulb I'd be worried about, but I'm assuming, like, it's got something protective around it.
Glass,
Yep.
yes.
Okay, so are you
find a
looking
way.
down? So who is looking at the channel pit at the moment? Who's looking down the pit at the moment? Is it?
I would be
Probably
looking,
Jack or Aveline, because they are the ones
I
who
would
have the
be-
charge here.
I would be looking down the pit.
Okay.
I was going
Is
to.
Sid? Okay.
you wanna look- you wanna pit too?
Sydney pushing the light down as well. Try to look down. Okay.
Sydney's staying back. She's letting them look.
Well, light
Alright.
helps. All I've got is
You have lights too, don't you?
all I've got is a lighter.
Oh. She hands you a flashlight.
That helps. A shining
Okay.
light down there.
Okay, so just as a quick thing, there were flashlights in the truck, so I thought that you had taken.
I didn't know there's
One.
flashlights in the truck.
Uh,
But either way, I've now got a flashlight. Good. Let's go. Let's inspect the hole into darkness.
Okay. Give me a sec. All right. As you turn the flashlight onto the bottom pit, it takes your eyes a few moments to adjust, but it's full of skeletons.
Skeletons or
Skeletons. Human remains of skeletons. Human skeletons.
that's the other one. So it's human rain skeletons, not like
Yeah.
marching skeletons. Okay.
It's
they're not marching
about-
yet.
No, it's about 4.5 feet, 15 feet on each of its sides, and about 10 feet deep, about 3 meters. Filled with human remains. The buzz of flies and the stench of decay grow as you approach, as you shine the light down, like you're aggravating them from their meal.
No.
All of the bodies in the pit, however, are emancipated. Like they're thin, they're gaunt. It's like they've been fed on holes in the chest. You would assume this is where people, if they have to bring people to this site, this is where they would throw the remains.
Anyone else feeling warm and fuzzy now?
Nah, I am. I'm feeling real good about it.
Does
Could
Jackson
I
smell
get-
it from here?
Yes, you can smell from here.
I heave a little more.
You throw up a little bit more into your
like
mouth.
Tricky used to.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Can I get Jack and Aveline to roll me spot hidden, please, if you're looking in?
Of course. What do I see with my nursing eyes? Oh,
Hey, you see something.
I see something.
You both see something. For Aveline, as you look closer at the thing, the corpses on the top of the remains are fresher.
Oh, that's nice. That's good. They're fresher towards the top, which means this
And
is pretty recent.
with Jack's roll to the, you actually see some hints of gold down the bottom. You would see like little bits of gold coins and a little bit of jewelry as you wave your light across it. You see these reflections coming back to you. And at the bottom of the pit, let me just open up the next map so I know exactly where it is. To the, okay, around here you would see the like a entryway to tunnel system.
I guess we found our entrance. and treasure, apparently. And Sydney, I think this is called archaeology with the amount of time that the coins have been down there.
Oh, that's true.
You would notice
I
that
mean-
there are a couple of bodies around, so to get into the tunnel, you would actually either have to crawl through the bodies or move the bodies to get to the tunnel.
Move the bodies. I'm not crawling through bodies. I'm just going to throw that out there. I've been covered in enough ick, viscera, and undescribable body fluids to want to crawl through them.
It's just like the war.
Yes, and I don't plan on revisiting it.
At least right now, they're not shooting at you or shelling you. So it's better than the war.
Barely. Barely better. I think we can move with the bodies, but they are fresh. Which means...
Or the ones
mean-
down at the top are fresh, the ones at the bottom, you assume they've been there for a while.
You're like
Yes.
skeletal.
Yeah.
Do-
Get me down there and I'll move them if need be. You can't.
Do you see anything moving down there?
Well,
Do any of the bodies look like Karsh bodies?
they're
No, they
all
look like they're
emancipated. So if they...
Emancipated, holes in the chest, you assume that they've all been fed on, and that's what's used to...
Or
top-
they
top
haven't
of the
fed for a
pyramid.
while, and they are all Kalasiri, just waiting
Uh-huh.
for the next victim to jump in there.
They're really
So-
hungry.
Yeah.
Thank you for your
So-
courage and volunteering.
It's not the first time I've been in mass graves. It's just not fun. Let's do this. Someone get a rope and please.
Oh, you can get down there without using a rope. You can actually just walk down the bodies.
Ugh.
Sydney
And
would
the
offer the
bodies.
rope just to make it,
Stable.
well, easier to get out without going down the bodies as well.
Now,
Yeah.
So,
Aveline,
she has 50 feet of rope.
I
Okay.
do have... Yeah.
I'm reluctant to do this, but if something moves, I hand the shotgun. Don't throw this away.
Why is everyone
Is-
like trusting me with their weaponry?
Does Aveline have any experience with shotguns?
a lick
Yeah.
of experience?
Jack, might I recommend that maybe that are kept in your hands in case anything fights you, and then she can use the pistol? It also means if she misses and hits you, you're less likely to be in many pieces.
I mean, well, shouldn't someone with a bit better aim be the one doing the aiming?
Fantastic.
I mean,
Aveline, go down there, move the bodies.
No,
Thank you for volunteering.
after a fashion, you kind of did, dear. Everyone else here is better at shooting.
all right.
Besides, you have the golden baseball bat. You'll be fine.
you just see,
It's a cricket
like,
bat, I'm pretty sure.
her
It's
like,
short for that.
dust off,
It's because it's flat.
do her gloves, just like the Wolven, and then like grabs onto the rope and we'll start going, I guess.
Sydney would stand over here, like, probably pen light in one hand, even though it's not a lot of light, and one of her guns pointed down in the other, just to help cover. Like, more
Jackson
angles.
has his pistol out.
And
Now, quick
shotgun
question, did
ready
any-
mostly for the entranceway.
Did nobody else bring flashlights? Because we did specifically make sure there were enough flashlights in the truck for everybody to have one.
I do
We
have
would
my
assume that
flashlight.
everyone's got a flashlight.
Okay, all right.
Then Sydney won't use her pen light, she'll use her regular flashlight, because Jack would have his own too.
Okay,
I have-
Kind of
so
the
I have a-
assumption there.
I have a pen light and a flashlight because
I'm doing one of these, like, gun in one hand, flashlight in the other, pointed at the
Yeah.
same place, right at the foot
Well,
of the entrance.
These aren't little flashlights. These are more like a car battery.
The
We can't do that easily. Like,
The-
you don't
the-
have it like this. Like, Sydney's got it on her hip pointed down, so the hip's bearing more of the weight.
That's
Yeah,
fine. Then I'll do it with one hand. Like, whatever. One hand free to bear a gun.
Yeah.
The nurse is descending. Do you see her rappelling off of like the sides of it, the bodies, and it's just like
you can just walk down on the bodies.
I am. If you wanted to give criticism, then you should be on the rope.
And
it
yet
is
you
just
volunteered.
Like, it's just like still rappelling down.
Okay. Eventually, as I'm moving your character for this one, As
Yeah.
you get down, you see the
I'm in the hole.
the entryway to the tunnels there. Are you moving the bodies around to
Yeah,
clear the way?
I'll move them around.
All
You
right.
see-
Again, this is not a nice detail. Roll me a sanity check, please.
Yeah, I'll do that. We're all good at those. Lost a bunch of it recently. It's fine. Oh, hey, not bad.
You just lose
I'm-
one. You just
You're at
lose one sanity.
65 sanity. Do not complain about losing a bunch recently when I lost
Yeah.
the same as a failure on a success.
You lose just one sanity point. on that
I'm
one.
used to moving bodies, unfortunately.
It brings back memories of the war a little bit,
Oh!
of the Great War.
Yes.
And as you slowly clear the bodies away, could I get Sidney, Jackson, and Jack and Sidney to Jack and Jackson. This is hilarious. Roll
So
me
what-
spot hiddens, please.
Jack who?
One.
Sergeant,
Jack and
would you
Jackson.
Please look.
Yep. All right. I know. You don't see anything, Karsh, Jackson, and Sidney. You see slight movements here and there, but you assume that it's because of Aveline's down there moving bodies. It hasn't been it's been a while. Again, you both see little bits of gold, little bits of jewelry here and there. Not as much as you would expect of all the bodies, if they were just here just to be disposed of. So you could assume that there might be more around, but you don't see anything trying to jump and claw the face off Aveline.
I appreciate that.
So does everyone else. You're the only one who knows how to patch people up.
Hey!
Oh yeah, forgot about that. Shit.
Yep. And 5-10 minutes pass. Aveline, looking worse for the wear, has finally cleared enough bodies away to get to the entrance of the tunnel system.
Someone throw my bag down, please. When
I walk down with the bag.
you walk down, you just see her take off the gloves and change them. It's not a complete change, it's close enough. Gosh, it's disgusting.
I take a hand bone, which is just made its way into a pocket and just pull it out and drop it.
Thank you.
We're not collecting bones.
I try not to.
Shall we enter the tunnels?
Sure, let's into the claustrophobic tunnels.
Before we get too far, Sydney would look down at kind of like all of the, any of the gold that's kind of nearby, and she would just be like, well, I mean, this is how we're getting paid, and Jack's been worried about that, so... And she'll collect some of it.
Surprisingly enough, the gold isn't what you normally expect. You would see that there is gold and jewels from recent times, coins and that, but you actually see some older gold coins, older jewelry, and with your archaeology, you notice that some of this stuff has been here a long time.
Sydney would put
300.
anything that's
Yeah.
old in a different bag.
Yeah.
Basically, that's for Alejandro to sort through and go, what's significant to his people, what can we sell?
Okay,
So,
Jack's
criminal
down,
bag,
Sydney's
Archaeology
down,
bag.
Jackson.
Gotta
Is
have two
Jackson,
hats.
have you moved down yet, or are you staying at the top?
I mean, I'm coming down. I'm not gonna be left alone here, so I'm coming down with everybody. Yeah.
I'm surprised Jackson
Alright.
was in first in the hole. This is a cultist base.
He's been throwing up. He's not having a good time right now.
Oh, and
Yeah.
sorry, while there was also... No, we don't have time. No, I was thinking there'd be an awesome place to like do a sketch, but we actually kind of needed to have our guns trained.
Yep.
All right,
So
now
yes,
we're
it-
about to enter into the tunnel sections. What do you want to do? Do you want to keep going for
I
another
think-
hour or so?
No, I think
We'll
we can
wrap it
end
up
it here.
Yeah.
Because it is it's a nice break point. We know what we're getting ourselves into next week. I know, again, short episode. We are trying to make these short episodes. So yeah, I think this might be an interesting place to end, and to
See who lives for next week?
and maybe get some costumes set up for backup characters.
Amazon said mine's supposed to arrive today.
I can't even get things shipped from interstate at the moment.
It's fine. Jack's probably gonna live. He has lots of luck and sanity and health. And guns.
I was gonna say Jackson's actually looking pretty good right now.
Sidney's the only one in dire straits. We're good.
Pretty much. But yeah, I think this is a nice place. I think it's a nice place to end, where we're going into the tunnels of the pyramids. We've finally made it to Egypt. Yes, I'm going to keep saying that.
Peruvian Egypt.
Peruvian Egypt, yes. And we'll end it then, and I'll turn off all these really horrible sounds and turn to something a bit more nice.
Oh, just a little smooth jazz.
Yeah, some smooth jazz. Apart from the heartbeats and the panicked heartbeats and the freaked out heartbeats.
Right?
Which are also underlaid of all the other things that was going on there.
It's fine.
So do people want to start doing outros while I get the music happening? And find a place to raid.
Okay.
MLP, you can be in charge of that.
I'll go first. I am MrLiveProducer. I am being your keeper for tonight's descent into horror and other stuff. And Eon's just decided, yeah, you know what? I'm just going to poke the crack a little bit. It's hilarious.
Yeah.
Fine. Fine.
And
My job is to help make things fun and chaotic.
And that's half the fun of what roleplay is. You can normally catch me at twitch.tv/MrLiveProducer or on other channels where I mostly do VR content. Although I won't be streaming tonight because of reasons. Well, we know what day it is, so we're not going to say it on stream. But yeah, it's a lot of stuff going on, and we just need to support our fellow creators. Who should be next?
Well, that'd be Caitlin.
Hi there. It's a surprise every time you guys ask me to introduce myself. Hi, I'm Kat. I was your nurse this afternoon, Aveline Baker. And body clearer, apparently. My next job must be for mortuary work, but here we are. I run the channel CestCaitlin sometimes and stream content whenever I feel like it. And that'll happen one day or another. But if you get real sad and you're like, well, I want to see you now, I'm also on YouTube, so go check it out there too.
Eon?
Hello there, I'm Eon. I have been Sidney Tyson, archaeologist with dwindling chances of survival with every attempted roll. If you want to see more of me, you can catch me over on Eon Victory at Twitch, where I stream weekly various games. So, normally in the evenings, Mountain Standard Time.
I just got a question. Does anyone know what the time is in Portugal? Because there are so many Portuguese streams right now.
Maybe it's midday? Who knows?
It's just and they all look amazing. Like, just super. We're going to be rating a Portugal streamer just because
it's like really early in the morning.
4 a.m. in Portugal, apparently.
Yeah.
Well, all these streams have Portuguese as the language, so I'm guessing it's Portuguese. So,
I mean, it could be Brazil.
Oh yeah.
Yes, that could be it. Eguy, would you like to do who you are?
Yeah.
If you are anybody.
Yeah. I'm Eric. I've been playing Jackson Elieies, author extraordinaire, and currently having a little stomach issues. If you want to catch me anywhere else, well, too bad. This is the only place I stream, so...
And therefore, that would be stalking. And stalking is wrong.
Mm-hmm.
So, my name is Karsh and this is GoblinCaveTV. Tomorrow, because we're doing the days in USA time, we might not be on tomorrow. We're still going to be doing a show. Haven't told the cast yet that we're probably doing that show on YouTube instead. That's yes. So we're doing the show on YouTube, and Circus show. We have the option to do it, and there's a lot of stuff going on YouTube, on Twitch at the moment, and they do need to do better. So in solidarity with those that are suffering, and like we use the tags which some of those people do use as well. So we are apparently a target. We raided someone yesterday who were targeted doing a charity stream with a hate raid, which is just a shit thing to do on a charity stream. Thankfully, apparently it was only the last couple of minutes when they were doing the outro at the end, but still, things need to be better. There need to be better options, and a dialogue needs to be approached, which apparently is happening, but still, it's a show of solidarity and a show of please do better. So we are going to be doing tomorrow on YouTube. I've just made that executive decision because I'm sick of this shit. But yes, we're going to be raiding Contos Ludicros, because their overlay is just amazing. I'm just absolutely amazing. That's the only reason why they're doing it. Yes, it's in Portuguese, but oh my god, this looks amazing. So you might not be able to understand what they're saying. Google Translate. I've done it before. I have absolutely done it before. Google Translate when watching a stream, but they just look amazing. We're gonna have our outro and we're gonna do our raid. Thank you for coming in. We have tomorrow on YouTube. We're not gonna have an end of the week thing. We might, as far as we know, we're not going to. If everything goes well, we're not going to have a stream after tomorrow's stream for the end of the week. There's reasons for that as well. Anyway, there's lots of stuff going on in the background. Sorry. Take care, everybody. Thank you for coming in. Next week on this episode, it looks like we're going into hell. And I don't think we're all coming back out. You can place bets on how many.
Yep, place your bets down in the YouTube comments below.
I think it's a good start. Do a poll, not maybe do a poll, but place your bets. How many is going to come out? So thanks for coming in. Let's do our raid thing, and it's been fun. It's been scary. Thank you so much, Eric, for coming in, for joining, being Jackson Elieies. Yes, it's kind of weird playing a character that's been here for all this time, but not actually knowing all the episodes that they've done their actions, and we've got some history. Like, has this person shot people? It's like, yes. Murdered people, lots of people, and yeah, it's hard to jump into an NPC. But thank you for that, and we'll be out of the Prelude soon, if we survive.
The Prelude's been what? How many episodes? 8, 9?
A lot, yeah.
Again, this is a long-running campaign, so
yeah, this is our 8th episode, so at least 9 episodes will be the Prelude.
Hey.
When we do get out of it, we may actually just have a break show and like our 5-year stretch if our characters survive, or what the new characters are, and a recap and just a chat about what we've gone through as well. Because that might also be a thing, which might be a good episode to do. So
yeah,
I think that's everything. Yeah. Did I miss anything?
No.
Okay.
So.
Love each other.
Yeah. Be nice.
Be safe.
Be excellent.